So, welcome everybody to another session of the Betrayal of Light. Last week, we had a group of merfolk, fish people, Sahaugans, attack the ship in which was carrying the party on their way to Seabreeze Haven. Right? You guys went to Seabreeze Haven, not Driftwood Harbor?
Yeah, headed to Seabreeze Haven.
So you guys were headed to Seabreeze Haven. You ran into a giant kelp bed in which Tube decided to hop out onto the water and was trying to cut the seaweed loose. And it wasn't quite working too well. But you had these friendly and helpful merfolk that appeared out of nowhere and used their large claws in order to cut the ship free. And with that, one of them kind of clambered on board and was somehow very generally communicated with you that they were interested in some form of payment. Ernwig then gave up 3 iron ingots, which he had received from Endar Findal in order to buy passage, or in order to placate the request for resources. And later on that night, as you all fell asleep, almost everybody had a shared dream. You woke up feeling a bit different. Now, one thing I would like to, retcon was the fact that Noeon did not have this dream. I had made a mistake, and he, as a player, knows what it is, which means that I would need to bring Valor's player in as well. But Noeon, the character, does not know what transpired overnight.
Neither do I.
Yes. The folks that were sleeping wake up and they heard this noise from outside. It seemed like a muffled scream and then a splash of water. They were trying to figure out...
I heard a hullabaloo.
Yes, it was a hullabaloo. Another one happened. Another muffled scream and a splash of water. You all rushed outside and found the same merfolk that had cut the ship free and had accepted the iron ingots' payment were outside grabbing folks and jumping over the edge of the rails, diving into the water. So they attacked. Or did you attack? It was hard to tell in the middle of the night. You guys were still a little groggy, but I don't really know if anybody knows who made the first move. But
maybe we just ran out and attacked.
Very well could be. But one of these Sahaugan was not cleaved in half.
Yeah, no idea.
And that Sahaugan is the one in front of Noeon, which looks like a blood stain, but actually is an actual. Noeon, you are attempting to heal this Sahaugan that you hit on the side of the head, right about the temple, and you seem to have kind of stopped the blood flow of it. You knocked it out cold. It's unconscious. And you immediately go to look for any sort of cuts or bruises, wounds, anything that you can heal. You notice that its breathing is stable. Where you had hit it, I don't believe that you actually slashed at it.
I made it a point to non-lethal on my last hit that knocked him out.
But if I recall correctly, Ernwig did you shock and grasp it, or did you stab it with your spear, Ernwig?
I didn't kill it.
I know we left one alive.
Yes, and this is the one that it was alive.
Oh, well, no, I only used shock and grasp, and I didn't kill it because I spent my last 2 turns healing Noeon.
Okay. Then it looks like it was just blunt force that caused it. So you'll notice that there's a bump on its head near where its temple is, and that's right about where you hit it. But it was enough to knock it out. But aside from that, it doesn't look like there's any bruising or scars or gashes, anything of the sort.
Okay. Am I to understand he's stable at the moment?
He seems stable. Yes, he is just still, and I mean, he's breathing.
Okay. Without words, I'm gonna immediately move to the one next to me, and then just keep going down the line to each one, and see if they're even close to alive. I know the one chopped in half is not.
Yeah.
But I think Noeon would even stop and just like, can I do anything? No? Okay. And then just move to the next one.
Well, this one is chopped in half.
Yep.
This one has been made a popsicle by Tube on his trident.
I'm not saving that one.
This one in front of Ernwig is the one that Talion shot right between the eyes. Right?
Go me!
Even if you could bring back the body, I don't believe there's much that would be connected to its mind from that. The ones
What about the other two behind?
These other two up here were, I think Valor just hit them with the sorcerer's burst, right? So
I also fried one of them with a witch bolt.
Oh, that's right, it was witch bolt. So the only one that no, because you hit the one that was cleaved in half with sorcerer's burst. So the witch bolt was this one, and then the one right above Talion. Talion, you have a quarterstaff, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's this one that's way up here. This one is knocked out cold as well. It's got some fairly large bumps on its head and the back of its neck, where Talion put some damage on it.
I'm gonna spend the next however long doing all that, just checking each body in succession, seeing if there's anything I could even do, and if there's not, I'll just move to the next one.
Okay, well, the only two that you're able to do anything with is the one that you knocked out and the one that Talion knocked out as well. So neither one of them wake up during the time that you are tending to it, but you are satisfied that they're not in critical condition. They're not in any danger of passing away from not being treated properly. That they will make a recovery. I mean, concussions with, excluded.
I don't know what everyone else is doing, but as I'm finishing that, I'm going to get both of those two and like drag them next to each other so I can just keep an eye on them, and like if they start getting fevers or anything, or I can just treat them as in case they wake up or something. And they'll be next to each other and easy to contain.
Okay. Well, you will move them both up to the area right here. So they'll be right next to each other.
Okay.
And they will just be kind of piled on a heap.
And we're saying those other guys, they can be healed, right? But what about the guy I skewered? I'm pretty sure he's dead, right?
Correct. Those are the only two that are salvageable.
All right, so can I move that the guy on the spear kind of like close to the people that are alive? So it's kind of like, this is what can happen if you don't cooperate kind of situation.
Are you going to leave your trident on the deck?
I like it.
Oh, no. I am not going to leave the trident there, but I am. It is find some way to, like, I don't know, prop him up on the prow right there or something like that.
Dorok, seeing this, is going to grab the one he sliced in half, both halves in different arms. Just like grab one by the head and the other by the foot, and just hold it up as well as an intimidation tactic.
Okay. They don't wake up.
God.
Anybody else?
They don't wake up. Yeah.
I'm going to go over and puke over the side of the boat.
See, now that's a valid
Dorok,
reaction.
seeing that they can't, it isn't working. He's just gonna huck them over the side of the boat.
Okay. You huck both halves of this Sahaugen over the rail on the side, and you are able to see the two halves of the bodies as they descend below the surface of the water. They hit with a splash. And after about maybe a foot of sinking, you can no longer see because of how dark it is. The ocean appears very black within the darkness of night. You can't see very far down at all. even with the wisps that are still shining their light above the water, there is not a lot of visibility under the water. And Valor, if you clamber up onto the guardrail, you can kind of see the same thing. You can see maybe a foot below the surface.
After that's like super cloudy.
It's not cloudy, it's just dark.
You guys, do you think there's more under the water?
If there were more, they already would have come up.
And I think throwing both halves
Well-
of a body into the water will call more people to the boat as well. I don't think that was the smartest idea.
Or maybe it'll scare
If
them away.
any come, they'll be
intimidated.
with their brethren.
Didn't you see how they acted when we started bleeding?
I will say, however, I'm curious. Why did they attack us? They just helped us last night. Why were they here attacking us?
We could always ask that one, and then Dork's gonna point his axe at the one that's still alive.
Remember, we couldn't
Does he-
communicate with these guys before, though.
Yeah, does he even speak common?
Well, I tried with giant and dwarvish. This didn't seem to work either.
What's Noeon doing right now?
I'm assuming y'all are doing all of that while I'm still taking care of the bodies. Like, I'm making sure to cover up their wounds. I'm using what little bits of gauze on, like, the giant gashes they have. Stopping bleeding still. I know they're unconscious, and I probably already moved them while y'all were having this discussion. Throwing over the balcony or over the ledge and throwing bodies off of the boat.
I want to use cure wounds on one of on both of them if possible.
On both the Sahaugans?
The ones that are unconscious over there, but you know.
Okay. Then
I have them stabilized.
yeah, go ahead and give me the rolls. Let's see how many hit points you.
They're tied up, right?
They're not tied up.
I didn't tie them up.
They're
I
just
didn't
we
tie
do
'em
that,
up.
they're slumped over in a heap.
All right, we're gonna
Wait,
tie them
no,
up
no.
as well. Before I do
Okay.
anything else, I'm gonna tie them up. Yeah.
You're gonna cut one of your 50-foot pieces of rope into half, and then use it to tie both of them up, one half each.
I have all that seaweed.
Oh, okay. So you're gonna use the seaweed to do it. That they can slice through with their claws super easily. Got it.
Well, that's the reason why it's gonna be to where like you then I can have access to the claws.
Okay.
I can tie their arms to the prow of the ship, so they can't get access to their claws. And then same thing with their
Legs.
have their arms outstretched against the railing of the ship, pretty much, to where it's tied there. Try to do some way to where I can actually bound their feet as well. Make sure they're not tortured. I don't want to put them in an uncomfortable position, but make sure that they're not in a position to be able to actually really move once they wake up.
Okay. So Shibari Master Tube is able to tie them up rather successfully. They are secure, but not uncomfortable. They have not given a safe word.
Tube, as you first get close with the seaweed, when you reach out to like grab one of them to like get their hands to like move them, Noeon's gonna reach out, grab your wrist to stop you, and ask, "They're not hurt. Why? What are you doing?"
I'm making sure that when they do wake up, they don't attack us.
Are you going to hurt them again?
Not trying to hurt them, just trying to make sure that when they do wake up, they can't attack us. You have to understand, these guys was killing us, attacking us with a frenzy. They're kind of like sharks when they smell blood in the water. So we have to act like when they wake up, they're going to act the same way, no matter how much we heal them.
I'm not gonna say anything and slowly release your hand and let you do what you do.
So I have all that seaweed, tie other arms, and put them in a position, like I said, like they're not uncomfortable, but they're not gonna be able to really move.
Okay. So you successfully tie them up. They are secure as best you can tell.
All right, and then I'm gonna heal one of them.
You're going to heal the one that was clubbed multiple times with the quarterstaff, or the one that was knocked out with the blow to the temple from the pommel of the scimitar.
Which one looks like they're more worse to wear and they have actual gaping blood?
Neither one has blood. They have bumps
You hit
and
somebody with a club, they're gonna bleed, I think.
not necessarily. Not if you give them a concussion. It's internal bleeding.
That's where all the blood's supposed to be.
The one that looks most worse to wear.
Okay, that's
Heal
the
that
one.
one up.
That would be the one that was up here, the one that's currently in the corner That's the one that Talion hit twice with the quarterstaff and knocked it out. So you heal it. Go ahead and roll your cure wounds. You can see how many hit points it gets back.
6 points.
6 points.
No,
Okay.
11 points. 11 points.
11 points. It now has 11 points. Doesn't wake up. It's still lying there. But everything feels the way it does when you successfully cast a cure wounds.
I did as much as I can for this fish dude right here. Hopefully he wakes up so we can actually...
Figure out why the attacks this.
What I'm trying to figure out is if their eyes look kind of like focused or not focused when they do wake up, in the sense that I get the
Do you believe
feeling
even mind
that,
controlled?
well, these same people were so kind to us and freed our ship just last night. Why would they then attack us? Like, do they want moving prey and they thought us was sitting ducks before, or something control them? It's something about that dream I had last night makes me believe that.
What dream
something-
did you have last night?
Can't remember everything about it. What I do remember is individual with yellow eyes.
I
Italian
had the
was
same
drawing.
dream.
What did I do?
You have this. Italian, you were drawing that picture of the individuals with the yellow eyes this morning.
Yeah,
So I assume you had the same dream.
it would appear so.
I had the same dream. So I can't remember much of it.
So we
Is
all have a dream that seems familiar, and they attack us the next day after they were nice to us, and that same day in the morning, or yesterday in the morning. It makes no
Well,
sense.
You guys are all affected by this dream, and I was in the crow's nest. So maybe because you guys are closer to the water, you were affected by. Maybe someone cast a spell underneath the water, and I was unaffected because I was out of range.
And we just got
I
what?
mean, I guess I could see that being a thing, but there wasn't any water in the dream, though.
What if the yellow eyes we saw was the person who was actually casting the spell?
I mean, that would make sense to me. And I pull out the sketch pad out of my pocket, and I flip to it, and I was like, it's incomplete, but I know Tube already saw this. I hold it up, and I'm like, is this what you guys saw? I know it's incomplete. I haven't finished the eyes. I haven't had a chance to put the ink on it to do so. But is this what you guys saw?
She shows me the picture, and it's pretty like what I saw.
Yeah, that's what Dorak remembers seeing. That's it. That's exactly what I remember.
But how these fish dudes were acting today and trying to fight us is too much like how the elves are being affected.
You're right. I mean, they were so kind to us yesterday, helping us get out of the mess that we were in with all that seaweed. And then for them to just turn on us in a couple of hours?
They have to have a reason.
There has to be.
I guess right now all we can do is hope that they wake up. I want to check on the rest of the crew, see how they're doing. I haven't seen them since the fight broke out. I don't think we saw them during the fight. I want to just check on them, see if they're okay, or if they even woke up to hear the fight.
You did not see the rest of the crew. So where are you going to look for the crew?
Well, they're obviously not above deck, so I was gonna check maybe below deck, or maybe there's captain quarters. Knock on the door.
Right down here at the bottom of the map.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, you go into that little hallway, and just underneath the overhang, there's a door, and it's locked.
I'm gonna knock on the door.
Do you have a special knock, or do you just knock, 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 or?
I just knock, knock, knock. Or I could just go like.
You do
You
the
guys
da 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 da.
Ooh, what was that noise?
Yep, because
Was that my headphones or someone walking outside my room?
No, somebody used the sound.
That was
I have.
that sounded so realistic. It freaked me out.
No, I was
That
like, who the heck
I'm
is
sorry,
knocking on my door?
That scared the
crazy.
shit out of me.
I've been
I'm sorry.
waiting. I've been
I'm like,
waiting
that
for the
scared the
perfect
shit
time
out
to
of
use
me
that.
because I'm home alone right now. Like,
Those
I was
Baylor
like, what
Knights.
the fuck?
My computer setup is like right next to my window. I thought someone was like up against my window knocking or some shit.
Who's that peeping through my window? Ow.
Yes, I've been waiting for the longest time to use that. So I've tried to use it sparingly, but that wasn't me.
Like,
But
got up
yes,
to check his door.
and I have the same exact one. And it's called realistic knocking, and they did a really good job creating that. But yeah, so you knock on the door,
I don't like that.
and you hear the same knocking back.
Wait, they knock back?
They knock back. They mirror your knocking.
Dorok? Something suspicious
Yes.
is happening over here.
Oh, Dark's gonna run over, axe out.
Knock on this door. I'm gonna step aside.
Dark's gonna knock.
And you're gonna hear the same
Hello?
knocking back. So you say hello.
No one's answering. They're just looking back.
Yeah. Dark's gonna shout hello.
Are you the Goliath?
Yes, I am.
Is the sushi gone?
Sushi done?
Is the sushi
If
gone?
you mean the fish people thingies, then yes.
Are you sure?
I mean, I sliced one in half, so I think so.
And you hear like a deadbolt being undone. You hear like a chain being undone, another chain, another deadbolt, finally a third chain, and finally the door just kind of as it slowly cracks open, and you see the captain's face, or half of it, kind of peeking out through the crack in the door.
Why didn't you answer my knock? I thought like something bad had happened to you.
I needed to make sure you weren't one of the sushi. I didn't realize that
I guess that's fair.
you were a person. As soon as I heard a voice, I returned my voice.
That's it.
Are you guys okay? Is everything copacetic?
Aside from
It was
the
a,
fact that
thrilling
this one almost
fight.
died twice.
Well, you see, that's
Darcy,
why
like,
I'm
turned
in
his body
here
so he can,
and
like,
not
keep
out there. But I'm glad everything is fine. And he opens the door, and out walks the helmsman, the captain, and 3 other crewmen. And they seem to be much more of the
2 more tied up.
tied up, you say. Yeah, I'm glad to see everyone's okay. You are okay, right? And you can see that he's kind of looking from face to face to face. And
Dark's gonna be like, oh, I'm so hurt. He has like a slight scratch on him. He's gonna be. I think I need some money to buy some medicine.
oh yes, man scurvy. I'm sure you are so totally ill and sick. As he literally claps you on the shoulder, and to him, you can tell he's putting some effort into it, but it just feels like kind of a light tap, like that's a good boy. Okay, now go right along.
How is he gonna
Can Dorak,
reach
like
his
when he
shoulder?
hits him on the shoulder, can Dorak like over exaggerate, at least stumble and be like, oh, so hurt.
Give me a performance
You know-
check.
Performance check.
You know,
All right, let's see,
honestly, with how last fight went, that probably did more damage to you. the entire fight.
With an 11, I'm gonna say that
an 11.
yes, you kind of, as he claps you on the shoulder, you kind of like do exactly what you're saying. You kind of stumble a little bit, but not overly exaggerate it. And you see for like maybe a split second, he kind of looks concerned, but immediately you see the change in his face, in his expression, and it's like he understood that was an act.
Yeah, Dorak's just gonna like sneakily give Valor a thumbs up. Like, I think I got him. He's like, if you just part with two gold for some medical supplies.
2 gold for medical supplies.
After all, we did save your crew. And then he's gonna like point to all the blood stains everywhere.
And he's gonna say, my crew, huh? Hey, Steve, where you at? Bob?
Oh, crap.
So we did
Bob?
confirm they're dead.
Yeah, he doesn't get any response, and he's like, Bob, this isn't funny. You owe me some money.
You too, eh?
Well, it looks like you didn't save all of them. But, yeah, when we get support, remind me, and we'll make sure you're taken care of.
Is there usually like attacks on the ship? Like
I
this?
mean, we are sailing across the world, through the Great Divide. There's always a chance. It's not very common, though.
We're just waiting for these two fishmen to wake up so we can try to interrogate them. We don't know how it's gonna go though, seeing as we don't speak the same language.
You mean you're gonna try to communicate with those barbaric beasts? Have you ever tried to negotiate
Well,
with a
did
bear? I mean, especially an owl
Did
bear.
once,
No, but I'm
didn't
sure
turn
Doric
out very
has.
Well,
You've
Yeah, you kinda just
communicated
need
with
to-
a bear.
pound your chest. Of course, the only true language that all of us understand. Force.
Oh, yeah? So you're gonna beat the guy to death?
It was a plan I have thought of potentially doing.
Well, if you're gonna be doing that, I don't condone torture. If you're gonna do it, take them off my ship and do it there, please.
Oh, it wouldn't be torture. I would let him free first, and then we'd have a brawl in the middle.
Still, well, it's not
Be
unprovoked.
violent with them.
But yes, I mean, you have him tied up. If you're gonna let him go, that means you're gonna put him back in the water. Are you gonna dive in and fight in the water? Because I'd actually pay some money to see that.
Dork's gonna turn to Tube, because he seems like he's good in the water. And he's gonna say, Tube, would you fight one of these guys in the water for money? The captain wants to see
For
it.
money?
No, I don't think I would want to fight them in the water. Not about just fighting somebody just for money.
Dork's gonna turn to the captain and be like, sorry, looks like, fortunately no one's up for the task. Do you have anyone
Gonna
who
have
can
fish
speak,
fight club.
sushi language?
Sushi language. As you said yourself, those
All the-
beasts only talk with their fists and claws.
Fists and claws, you say? Dork's gonna look down at his hands. What are you guys doing with it? Because Dork's really tempted to start a bare-knuckled match with it.
I think
It's still unconscious, and you're talking about a bare knuckle boxing match.
To the box?
Dude, y'all are
Yeah.
fucking
The
violent.
captain said they
Jesus.
talk with their hands and fists. You gotta understand, this is Dork's first fight in a while, and he's pumped.
He still has adrenaline pumping.
Yes, he does.
Okay, so what are you guys doing? Are you
So DM, I have a
Mhm.
DM. I have a question actually.
sure?
It might be an off-the-wall question. It comes in 3 parts. First, do I sense any kind of like fish in the area?
Do you have a skill that would allow you to do that? Or are you just saying your
The
intuition?
only way I can think, like I can use my my intuition kind of situation and my familiarity with water. Just want to see if there's any, because there's 3 questions before I even try to do this. 2, if there are, would it help if I could like speak to the fish, and if they can hear, if they can like communicate with somehow like, I don't know if the fish can't talk out of water though, right?
No. I mean, there is a spell, Speak with Animals.
Yeah.
As for your
Yes, I have that.
first condition,
Well,
if you
what's the
if you
use
can
on the power
sense if there's any fish around, that is going to be something you would need to tell me how your intuition would work, and then I will make a DC check for
Wow.
your perception.
Yeah. Well, if I'm trying to think what the idea is, like try to see if I can get them to talk to the fish people, but I don't know if that's gonna work anyways. Because speak with animals will not work with these beings because technically they're not animals, right?
They are humanoid. So yes, you are correct.
They're humanoid. Yeah,
They are
it's
humanoid.
not gonna work with that. So, all right, so that's not gonna work anyways. So, yep, no, I'm not gonna do that.
So would I know what language they speak? Not necessarily know the language, but would I know which language they speak?
I'm going to say no, because I don't think any of you can speak the language that they speak, because they speak a language called Sahaugen.
Okay.
That makes sense.
I mean, it's not even awkward.
enough.
It's Sahaugen.
So they speak their own language. Got it.
Yeah, it's like trying to speak.
Just start like clicking my tongue.
So I don't.
They're not African.
I don't know if anybody. Well, I don't know if anybody talked to the sailor to start sailing still to our where we got to go yet.
Did
Well,
we stop?
But I don't know.
Or,
Did anybody
Well, the
do that yet?
helmsman went back up to the. Excuse me. He went back up to the helm when he came out, and he, took hold of everything. And as you guys were talking with the captain about the sushi up on the front of the boat, he has been issuing commands to the people that are still around. And you notice that adjustments are being made to the sails. The boat is turning.
were we off course because of the fight?
Were you steering the boat? I was down, locked in the captain's chambers, safe and sound. I don't think anybody was steering the boat. Now, and he points up to the sky. You see that star, that really, really bright one right there?
Yeah.
That's supposed to be over there. And he points almost 75 to 80 degrees. Like you have been going in a different direction, almost perpendicular to where you should be going.
Oh. Alrighty. I'm gonna approach Noeon because I wanted to ask them something earlier.
Okay.
Noeon, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm still over by these two. Probably by this point, finally finishing up any like open wounds, putting like gauze on gashes or anything like that. Just now putting my medical supplies away.
You got knocked out twice, so I just wanted to check on you.
Now, Noeon,
He's fine.
you notice that you are indeed not feeling in tip-top shape.
I'm okay. I think they're a little worse off than I am.
Sure, you look really out of it.
Yeah, that was new. Very
Here, stop
New.
focusing on them and sit down for a second. I think you should get some rest.
There was a moment where it got kind of dark. I didn't like that.
Yeah,
But
you were.
Rest sounds
knocked
good.
out.
I'm gonna follow your lead. Are you like guiding me anywhere? Are you just like pulling me to the side slightly up against the side of the ship?
I was just putting you like maybe like towards like these like steps right here. Wait, how
Okay.
does pink? Oh, there we go. These steps right here, so you
Mhm.
can like sit down for a second and just like try to get some rest, cause you look like crap.
Yeah. Now that I've taken care of them, I will do just that.
You taking care of
But
yourself?
wait, you take
you
care of
taking
yourself
care of
and
them?
other people now?
No.
Dark
Valen,
Still
you
solo
and I are
action.
on the same wavelength there.
Still a solo act.
can Dark short rest as well.
Well, does anybody want to do anything else?
Uh,
I want to meditate or try to commune with or pray to Mary, pretty much right here on the prow of the ship.
Okay.
See if I can gain anything just by doing the praying and try to see if I can get any insight.
Okay.
Being that I assume these people are from this sea as well, so.
Okay. What is everybody else doing?
Is that how that works?
Can I lock the fish dude up in manacles?
Yes, you can. So you used
I'm gonna
your.
do that.
But that was your magical tinkering ability, right?
Yeah, I'll use 2 charges to get for the feet and the hands.
So you did this while using your tinker's tools. So you make the manacles and you manacle the wrists together for each of the Sahaugen. Now, do you leave the seaweed tied on as well?
I don't know. I mean, I feel like it could go wrong. I don't know. Maybe if I get a connection to the seaweed, but I'll leave it.
Okay. So you leave the seaweed there, and
Seaweed benders.
now they are.
I mean, they
No.
might heal from it.
Not only are they tied up with seaweed, but they also have steel manacles on them. With that, yes. So, Tube, you're going to go up to the front of the ship and you're going to meditate and you're going to pray to Mary, correct? Everyone else, you guys are, well, Noeon, you are resting, and it feels good to sit still and not move. As the ship kind of rights itself, and Valor, you can see that the star now seems to be on the correct side. The rest of the day seems to go uneventfully. The sun starts to come up over the eastern horizon. The sun goes to high noon. It goes to set on the west horizon. Everything seems to be fine at this point. But as the sun is just about to crest the horizon on the west, the wind dies down and the ship slows down. Boat doesn't seem to be moving, and you guys hear from the back of the boat, "Ah, crap. It didn't make the window."
The window?
Hey, any of you guys know wind magic? The captain still says, "Any of you guys know any wind magic?"
I don't think I do.
Thorsten shake his head.
Well, shit. Break out the long oars. And the sun is now truly starting to set. The crew breaks out these 20-foot long oars. They're literally kind of strapped around the mast in the center of the ship. And you see them slide them down and angle them carefully to the deck below. And within a couple of minutes, you have a bunch of oarmen rowing this giant ship. And they seem to be rowing for their lives. The ship is not moving as fast as it once was. But then again, without wind and without the currents, the water is completely still. And if not for the people rowing, the water would be glass. The water is glass smooth in front of the ship.
It's amazing.
That did not happen on the way in.
No, it did not.
As they're all rowing and stuff, Aelor, Noeon's going to turn to you, still sleepy or like tired after not moving for maybe about 30 minutes or so. Can you get me some water? I think it's going to be hard for me to go grab some.
Yeah, let me see if I can find some.
Valor, give me a perception check.
This can only go.
No.
This can only go.
Oh shit!
I love how this is 19 though.
Still an 19.
You guys just pay attention to what he said 19?
Not order.
Okay, so with your perception check, you are smelling something almost sweet, like a sap from a tree. And you also notice that there are patches of green or some sort of a greenish mix of something soaking into the cloak that is wrapped around Noeon. It's just a small patch, but it's not like red like a blood, or it's not yellow like he's soiled himself. It's not brown. It's just something you notice.
Noeon, you're alright?
I'm okay. I just need some water.
Okay, I'm gonna find you that water.
So you're gonna head down into the hold and you're gonna look for something that is drinkable.
I'm like looking through the barrels and see rum, whiskey, rum.
There's no rum. The rum is gone, actually.
Why is the rum
Why is
gone?
the rum gone?
You are going to find several strong smelling liquids. None of them are labeled.
Does one of them like smell like nothing, like water, or do they all just smell like something?
They all have different smells, but none of them smell like nothing. You do see that there's again, two big crates of, one is orange, one is purple, and there are some small greenish spheres, oblong spheres, but that's in a crate. But it's next to all the barrels of the strong smelling liquids. Yeah, you do have a
I
water
didn't
skin.
find any more water. Yeah, I'm just gonna give him a water skin, because I don't have any. I didn't find any water from beneath the deck. Here,
Okay.
drink this.
Thank you. And then he's gonna pop the cap and then just gulp it down. Unless you stop him, the entire water skin will be empty.
Nope, I'm not gonna stop him.
After Noeon finishes, he'll like cork it back or seal it back and go to hand it to you, and almost immediately, I'm still exhausted, but Noeon does have pale skin, but there is color to it to a degree. There's a little bit more color under his skin after finishing the entire water skin of water, as he passes it back.
Hey, you look like you're feeling better already. That's good.
It's a start. I might have to see if we can boil some water. Redelia taught me that's another way to get it from the sea and bad rivers.
Oh yeah. Maybe we can find a pot.
I don't think I need any right now, but I will tomorrow if that's all the water we have. I'm out of mine.
So is there... Oh, okay. So you've gone down below deck. Return with your water. Tube is still meditating. Anybody else doing anything? Because if not, I will kind of cut to another scene.
I mean, I'm just going to be working on completing that sketch of the dream from before. I'm just going to find a spot to sit.
Well, then I'm going to kind of quickly fast forward us through the next couple days of this trip. End up going to bed. You wake up and the Sahaugen are still tied up the next morning. You're still sailing. There is no land in sight. And if anybody is up front towards the front of the boat, at some point the following day, the Sahaugen seems to be stirring. And it's the one that you used to cure wounds on Tube. You are able to notice that it is actually like kind of gently stirring and moving as if it's kind of having restless sleep or maybe a nightmare. You guys have had multiple long rests, so Noeon, you no longer are exhausted. Tube, the Sahaugen is stirring. How do you want to...
First, I want to see how he would react to his dead brethren right in front of him that I left there. Basically what I'm looking for is if he reacts in a frenzy, like he's pissed, or if he acts like scared.
So you're sitting by and watching?
So I'm sitting by, like, basically I'm just watching him pretty much in just like crisscross applesauce pretty much, and just watching how he reacts when he wakes up.
He's gonna see that his hands are tied with this seaweed. There are no more manacles on him. He is just gonna kind of tug against his bonds, and I mean, you can tell he's still quite groggy, and he finds he can't move his arms. So then he tries to roll over and stand up, but his legs are tied down to a crate or a barrel or something, so he can't move his legs either. So then he looks around and he sees his brethren next to him, the other one who is tied up as well, and he makes noise. The other one still isn't responding. So then you see his eyes shift from the single one next to him to the one that is it still impaled, or have you removed the trident?
I've definitely removed the trident. Yeah, he's just dead on the floor, probably rotting right now.
And now he's rotting, and there's blood leaking out of his orifices.
The blood would be dry by now, right?
Yes, unless the puddle was thick enough that the middle of that puddle isn't fully dry yet. He looks over and he sees the blood stain, the blood pool around it. He sees there's a couple flies that are buzzing around the Sahaugen's body, and it's not one of terror. It's not one of frightened. It's one of acknowledgement. And you see him kind of bow his head slightly, and after 2 or 3 seconds, he then looks up, and you could tell he's assessing his situation. Are you still just going to sit there and watch, or are you going to do something?
Do I see his eyes at all?
His eyes
do I see how his eyes look?
They're fully black. They are large. It's like the entire sclera is just black. Obviously, this is something... It's the fish that live in the deep, dark sea, down where the light doesn't reach. Their eyes have adjusted to that, not only for camouflage, but the eyes are glossy. it's not like there's a pupil that you can see where it's focusing. You just see that his eyes are open or his eyes are closed.
I have like water next to me.
Mhm.
I take some water and like, you know, maybe from where I am sitting right now, I hold up the water and I mimic drink and I reach it out to him. Ask if he wants some.
He's gonna see you mimic the drinking motion, and you hold out the water skin, and he's gonna look at you kind of dead-faced, like stone straight, no emotion, but he's not going to he's not going to express any sort of emotions with his face. He's just going to kind of look at you, and then he's going to tug on his bonds again. And as he starts tugging on his bonds, you notice that the skin that you're looking at, the scales, are not quite as brilliant as they were when you first saw the Sahaugen a couple days ago. They seem to be losing their luster, becoming kind of dry and opaque and kind of whitish, like a milky color.
So I see that, and I have a sneaking suspicion to figure out what that means. Is there any like barrels that have seawater nearby?
There are not.
Sailors or shipmen nearby? Any of the crew?
Yeah, the crew is, they're kind of all around the boat. There's some here and here, kind of manning the sides.
So I'm gonna ask the one closest to me, like, can you possibly give me like a bucket with a rope so I can actually get some of the seawater?
Okay. And he returns to you and gives you a bucket and some rope.
And I take the bucket of water, drop it in the water, and pull the water back up. And then I get close enough to the fish person, but not to where he's gonna be able to lash out. They'll keep equal distance. And I don't want to like splash him rudely, but I don't want to annoy him like I'm a priest, with water. I just want to see what happens when I put the seawater on his skin. So I maybe just want to drop it, like pour a little bit like near his feet or whatnot, to see if his skin changes color when you put him near seawater.
It does.
So I kindly go next to him, and I'm like, I take the water and I just like make the sign for like covering his whole body with the seawater. I like kind of like asking permission if I can just like douse him.
And he he weakly guesses a nod. He gestures. It's not an up and down with his head. It's not a no with his head, but he's making some sort of a gesture.
All right. So I take that as for a yes. Is anybody else on the ship with me nearby? Any of the party?
With you near the
I mean,
Sahaugen,
we're
I
all
would
on
like
the
to have been
ship
close.
with you.
Yeah.
I would assume I would have been close by.
Okay. So I'm gonna ask Noeon, can you just watch my back when I do this, please? And I go to the Sahaugen, within close enough to where I can actually lightly douse him with the seawater from head to toe.
And you do, and you notice that the water is being absorbed rather quickly. Most of the water is being absorbed instead of just running off of his scales, and his skin returns to a nice deep kind of teal color.
And as I do it, I tell him, "Mary be with you." See if he has any response to that.
Again, he's
See if
just
he has any recognition with the word Mary.
he does not, or at least if he does, you don't see any sort of change aside from him just staring at you dead faced.
And I try to ask him again. I know this might not work, but can I ask you, do you remember what happened a couple days ago?
Again, no response, just a deadpan stare.
Is he like making any kind of like anger? Do I sense any anger? Can I do like an insight check to see if he's angry or anything like that?
Absolutely. Roll me
Or is
insight.
he just like, I want to see if he's acting differently.
Okay, with a 24.
Nice.
Hey, it's above 10.
Based
Right?
on
Jesus.
based on his body language, because you're not going to get anything from his face. His body language is much more relaxed than it was before you poured the water on him. None of his muscles are tense. He's not bracing to try and jump in any, shape or form. He's not tensing up in order to release his, energy, trying to move quickly. He seems to be resigned to just being tied here and not moving. There doesn't seem to be any sort of aggression or energy kind of coming from him.
So it's not like how they were acting when they were fighting us, which is just like raw anger and rage.
He's not raging.
With that, I nod to him. I try to call everybody up on the up to the prow right here, so we can talk as a party before I make any decision. Hey guys, can I talk to you guys for a sec? Our little fish dude friend, he is now awake, and I tried to commune with Mary and see if I can get any kind of insight of these individuals, and she kind of alluded to that these fish dudes are not acting. They were not acting like they would usually act. So I had suspicions, and part of the reasons why I brought his buddy up on deck that I speared to see how he would react when he woke up. And he didn't act out with rage. He wasn't calm, but he was resigned to his station, or what would it be? That, just based on that description, is that something how you guys would feel they would have been acted after they attacked us, or during when they attacked us? Is that what you guys were expecting they would act?
He's calmed a lot, and we can probably not hurt him anymore. I'd like to just let him go back to being alive. We're really far from where we've...
If he doesn't want to fight anymore, I say we should just let it go.
Well, my question is, do you guys feel like they attacked us and that's how they usually are? Or is how you seeing them right now more like how they usually are? Are they aggressive, or were they not acting normally?
I think these creatures were hungry or scared, like an animal hunting or something. They were in a pack, almost. Though I don't really know if that's true.
You can put it to the test. And I'm gonna walk over to the guy. And I'm going to...
Don't hurt him!
I'm going to cut the back of my hand and hold it up to the dude.
So you're taking off one of your gloves?
Yeah, I'll take off one of my gloves and I'll cut the back of my hand.
And you hold out your hand. How far away from him are you allowing yourself to get?
I'm gonna get in 5 feet of him. I mean, he's tied up, so I'm assuming that if he's going to lunge at me, I have enough time to either move back or counterattack.
Okay, so you've got your whatever blade you use to cut your hand with, and the other hand ready to strike if something does happen?
No, I cut myself, I put my blade back, and then I'm holding my shield in my other hand, and I will just shock and grasp him, because if he touches me, I can attack him.
Fair. Okay. Well, yeah, you hold out your wrist inches from its mouth and nose, I would imagine.
Close. I would hold it above its mouth and closer to its nose, so that way it at least has to move its head up to try and bite me.
Okay.
So,
Smart.
Dorok's gonna go behind it and prep his battle axe. If it's too aggressive, Dorok's gonna...
Just let them go, is the last thing I'm going to say, and I have no power to stop anybody, so...
If it's aggressive, I'm going to kick it overboard.
This is Sparta.
Well, you're going to notice that its head kind of twitches very, very ever so slightly as your slash or gash, your gashed wrist or back of your hand gets close to its nose. It doesn't open its mouth, but you can tell that it's recognizing the scent of blood. It's not making any attempt to move towards your hand, aside from just slowly rotating its head so it can smell. For a couple of seconds, it puts its head back down.
Okay, because I'll flip my hand over so some drops of blood will fall, and then I'll flip my hand back up.
Fall on the deck or on it?
I mean, it would be quick, so I'm assuming it'd go everywhere.
Okay, so you're literally splashing the blood.
Yeah.
It lands on it, and again, it's not making any attempt to even move.
I'll back up a little bit and I will bandage my hand and then put my glove back on. I think there's no reason to keep it here.
So I go and I walk up to Hagen. I try to do it to where like I'm trying to do it like not seem like I'm scared of him, not because I don't want to be like the predatory thing where like he's a predator. It's more like I want to show a sense of understanding.
Passion. Mm-hmm.
And I undo the seaweed, and I don't back up right away. I get up, all right. I'm not like in his way, but I don't want to make it seem like I'm scared of him. I just want to stand up and like nod my head in acknowledgement, and I untie his friend as well.
And what do you ready your action? What's the trigger?
If it moves too suddenly.
Okay.
I'm not taking any risks.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
And I nod to the hog in front of me, and I point to his friend, and I say, even though I know he's not gonna understand me, it's like, you're free to go.
As you untie or finish untying its brethren, the arms fall limp to the deck. Its scales are much whiter than the one that you doused with water. The one that you did douse with water kind of, he brings his arms in front of him and kind of rubs his wrists a little bit, trying to, as you would understand, trying to get the blood flowing through his wrists again. And he just hangs his head. He's not making any attempt to get up, to move, to go overboard, but he just kind of sits in the corner, unmoving from where he is currently placed.
Noeon, I think at this point would approach, and did we untie? I'm sorry, I think I just slightly missed it. Did we untie the one that is not awake?
Both are untied.
Yes.
Okay. And I'm gonna do my best to lift up the one that's unconscious slightly and get the attention of the one that's awake to help.
Well, as you go
he obviously can't understand me, so I'm not going to say anything to him.
Yeah. Well, as you go to pick up the one that is still unconscious, you feel its body is colder than normal. It's drier than normal. And the body is literally just limp in your arms.
Did I not save this one by the end of it all?
You did, but that was then. This is 2 days later.
Stabilized.
They've been out of water for 2 days.
So I tell Noeon, it's like, wait, before you do anything, I still have some of the water left over that I got from the seawater, and I say, put some seawater on his skin. See what happens.
It puts the water on its skin.
But it doesn't get the hose again.
And then it will attack again.
Yeah, or else it will attack again.
So you pour the water over this ashy white scaled Sahaugen, and the water literally just bounces off. It's not getting absorbed whatsoever.
And you said Noeon tried to heal him, right? Or healed him earlier?
Noeon stabilized him. You
2
cast
days
Cure
ago?
Wounds on the one that is currently, again, that darkened color, the one that you doused. But this one was never...
Yep.
Nobody cast Cure Wounds on it. Nobody poured water on it for 2 days.
Yeah, stabilized at
I'm gonna-
0, so nothing happened.
Okay, so I'm going to try to cure wounds the other one now.
Okay. You cast Cure Wounds. Go ahead and roll for the hit points. You reach out, you touch this thing, and you heal 16 hit points of damage. Nothing about nothing about this body makes you believe that the spell was cast correctly. But you know in your heart that you succeeded on this spell cast. This Sahaugen is literally just dried out and dead.
Tube.
And I just bow my head, and I just shake my head to Noeon.
It's another one. I'm going to try to get the attention of the other one and point to the water. behind him, off the side of the boat.
And he'll look at you and kind of look down your arm towards the water, and then he'll just hang his head again, just looking down into his lap, making no effort to get up and move or do anything. I'd like everybody to give me an insight check, please. Let's see, Dorok, Ernwig, you two are gonna give me this roll with advantage.
Oh, nice. Well, let's see if I can
So
net
fitting.
20.
So fitting for me to roll a 1.
This is 100% fitting for you to roll a 1. Noeon. Okay.
Hey, dirty 20.
Dirty 20?
It rolled pretty well.
Okay, so Dorok,
Rolled a Timu 20.
Timu 20, I like it. So, Dorok, Tube, and Ernwig, all three of you have seen this expression before. This is a creature that has given up on life. It has nothing left that brings it joy. Nothing.
Like that little girl.
Yes, but it's not. It doesn't even have the motivation to mourn. It's just, it literally has nothing in this world to do. It has nothing to live for. It has no motivation, no inspiration, nothing left in its life. It is a broken creature.
No, I'm gonna cry now.
Do I notice it like I wouldn't notice that in general, but like this whole family is down.
Dor's gonna relay this information to Valar, and then he's gonna ask Valar, should I put it out of its misery?
I think we should ask the rest.
Okay, so Dork's gonna open it up
I
to
can't
the
imagine
rest
why
of the party. Say something along the lines of, seems there's nothing in life for this creature. Perhaps it's best we put it out of its misery.
No.
Well, I think sometimes you just need to be pushed out of the nest, and Ernwig's gonna like raise his leg to kick him out.
Kick him out the way he is. Who's to say that he just won't give up on life just in underwater?
Can't do it up here though.
There's nothing for him here. There's something for him down there.
It's how he wants to go. Would you rather him die away from what he's comfortable with?
I got an idea. Dork's gonna turn to it, and he's gonna say, do you want me to kill you here, or do you want to die in the ocean?
You get no response.
I'm against
If you-
killing this creature.
If we're gonna put him back in the water, at least let me make sure he has no other wounds. I'm gonna go up, and he doesn't seem to be like active or like doing anything. I'm gonna make one last attempt to make sure his wounds are taken care of. Any cuts or bruises he had beforehand. I already gauzed up some things, but I'm going to. Well, he's gonna get back in the water, so gauze really doesn't mean much. But I'm just gonna make sure and check him out, make sure he's not hurt one more time over like a full doctor scan.
You're able to get up right alongside him. You're able to lift up an arm, and it's again, he's just not making any attempt to move of his own volition.
If I were to drop him overboard and he's in the salt water, is he gonna just die because of his wounds, or would he be okay if he turns and starts taking care of himself?
I would think he would just like float down into the water, and I don't know if he would like do anything.
He's not going to die of injuries if you lower him into the water.
I think we should put him back.
Like we fished him.
Yeah, he still has a life to live. Let's let him live it. I'm gonna go to pick him up.
Oh,
I know
well,
he's limp and he's not doing much, but I want to I don't want to throw him in the water, but I want to at least like haul him over the edge at least.
Can we like princess carry him and like gently like let him into the water?
Can I
think
just
it
grab him and
deserves
just jump
that
in the
much
water with
grace.
him?
Yeah, if you want to lift him up and just kind of, I mean, are you suplexing him so you're both diving in head first? Are you jumping into the water paratrooper thing?
No,
That's
From the top rope.
Please do that. Please do that.
Like you're not power
no.
driving.
I was going to
Oh.
basically lift him up like a little Bubba baby and just like jump off the side of the ship.
I'm gonna make sure Tube has something to grab onto so he doesn't get left behind.
Do I need to do a skill check for that or anything?
No, you can hop off.
Do
You
you want to
take
like
him.
tie yourself to, like a rope so that when you hop off the ship doesn't like keep going without you?
Yeah, you can tie the
I said-
seaweed to my waist.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Well, then, yeah, you tie it to your waist and you head off the boat. You hop into the water. And again, the Sahaugen is just limp body. It's dead weight in your arms. But you are now floating and kind of being towed by the ship. And you are attached at around your waist by this rope.
And I'm in the water, and I just let him go. I'm not gonna try to talk to him because I know nothing's gonna work talking to him wise. But I'm just gonna let him go, and I do a silent prayer to Mary to protect this individual, the will to live, help him fight on. I make my way back to the ship, climb up as the ship sails away, and he's just in the water. Do I see what he does when the ship goes away? Does he just sit there? Does he float? Does he just drop to the bottom of the water? What happens?
He's floating face down. And after about 10 seconds or so, you see him just kind of submerge slowly below the water. You do not see his arms or his legs kicking.
And I turn back to the party. If he wants to live, he'll live. But at least this is his choice. And then I just walk away from the railing and I sit back and I just start meditating.
Doris can turn to Valor. I don't think he's gonna live.
That's not our choice anymore.
So you make it back on the boat. The boat continues on its trek. It's taken
Okay.
an extra day or so due to the fact that you guys were off course. But the tides have picked up, the wind has come back. And eventually, you guys make it to Seabreeze Haven. So you guys are now getting off the boat in this looking spot.
Hey!
Noeon, you recognize this as the wooden platform that the boat, when you left, was attached to.
Do I see that same boat? Did they make a trip back?
That boat is not in this harbor that you can see.
Ah,
But you guys see the ship is docked, and the captain, he doesn't yell, but his booming voice rings out over the ship. All right, get your stuff and get out of here. We gotta reload and head back to Kiris Landing tomorrow. Thanks for riding along, and thank you for saving the ship.
Yeah, of course.
you're welcome.
Doris gonna go up to him, hold his hand out.
He's gonna grab your hand and shake it.
And then he's gonna say, Doris gonna say, I feel my wound acting up a little.
Your wound. And you see, he's looking like he's looking at your neck. He's looking at like your stomach, your arms, your legs. And what wound would that be, sir?
Dark's gonna turn to Valor and be like, usually this works.
You do this often?
No, but I thought it would. Dark's just gonna look a little sheepish and be like, He's gonna shake his head and say, you got me this time. And then he's gonna walk away.
He just kind of like, what was that about? So you guys exit the ship. You walk to the end of the dock. You see that there are people that are unloading some of the barrels. Valor, you recognize the barrels as the strong smelling liquids that were down below deck. You notice that none of the orange, purple, or green orbs are being unloaded. And there are some people that are getting off the ship. There are tickets being sold at ticket booths or at the ticket windows. But this is basically just a very generic port town. Where are you guys headed
Maybe
first?
we can ask for directions for the. Maybe we can find a tavern and find like a way to like get to the lake.
There's not one. There's a very small little shack, but no place to sleep. I already tried that.
Well, we don't need to sleep now, do we? We just need to find a map or ask for directions.
I mean, I know where Redfen is. Yeah, it's
Do you
4 days
really?
that way, and he's gonna point left, and then 3 days that way, and he's gonna point straight in front of him.
Well, do you go this way or that way first?
You go left, that way, and he's gonna point left to his left again, and he's like trying to face the land, like back to the sea, to make sure he's doing it right. Yeah, 4 days that way, 3 days that way.
Can I see how confident Noeon is in this?
Sure, give me an insight check. And Noeon, give me a persuasion check.
Awesome.
Oh, Lord.
Absolutely.
Hey.
I'm as confident as I'm ever gonna be.
Dark's gonna nod his head and say, Noeon, you seem very confident. I have full trust in you.
Oh
He's gonna
boy.
I'll say, let's go the way Noeon's going.
Well, Noeon got us here so far with the ship.
The only other thing is,
I
I don't
I
know
trust
how
no
to
way
get
on.
to Aeliona from Redfen, but I do know it's nearby.
Now,
Do we
You
see
hear-
any people nearby at all?
I was just about to say, you hear a voice coming from behind you, Noeon. I'm sorry, did you say Aeliona? And Redfen. You do know that Aeliona's not in the same direction that Redfen is, right?
No,
You see, Redfen is that way.
and I'm gonna turn to whatever the voice is.
And you see this older or taller, skinny bird creature. Kind of looks like an eagle, but on a bipedal eagle. It says, Redfen is down in that direction, and he points exactly like how you were saying, in the southwesterly direction. And he goes, Aeliona's all the way across the country in that direction. And he's pointing almost due west. You,
Across the country?
you must be new here. Yes. You see, Aeliona is the capital of this area. And it's a large area. It's gonna take you
How
quite
long
some
would it
time
take if we were to walk? Oh,
to walk. Walking from here to Aeliona. Are you mad?
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not angry.
Absolutely.
Well,
And I just kind of look at Noeon real quick, and I'm like, mad means insane, crazy.
Oh, like that one patient that got real weird. No, I'm not that either.
well, if you're trying to get to
And I
Aeliona,
look at the bird person, and I'm just like, they're special, but thank you for letting us know.
I can see
We
that.
walked from the elf place. How much for a horse?
Well, if you're trying to get to Aeliona, your best bet is going to travel down this path, and it's going to point not south, which is where Noeon was telling you to go, but that path will take about 2 days of walking, about a day or so if you got a horse, and you'll get to a city called Linwood. Now in Linwood, it's one of the more well-traveled places in the area. There's a road that goes from Linwood all the way to Aeliona. It's gotta be 2 weeks. That's if you got a horse. Longer if you're trying to walk.
Okay.
Sure.
Too bad. Keep this up for the rest of the campaign, please.
Right?
Right? Seriously.
Yep. Well, he doesn't really seem to have any reason to lie. He seems pretty confident. His body language is not giving any sort of telltale signs that something could be amiss. So as far as you can tell, he is telling the truth.
So I take the information to give this and ask him, like, you know, if there's any like caravans or a group of people headed that way?
There wouldn't be any from here. Maybe in Linwood. But yeah, I mean,
Or
it's
Lingwood.
about 2 days down that path, like I said.
Oh boy. Should we get
I
going?
mean,
then?
we were just on
can
the
find
ship for
a-
about 2.
The city should have ways for us to not have to walk it, at least. The other city did. We just didn't do anything. We got arrested.
Wait. Y'all aren't some criminals, are you?
Oh, no.
No, we
He's
were
the
arrested
bad
on
one,
charges.
remember?
I mean,
So-
if we were criminals, would we say we were criminals?
I'm also.
Well, no.
I'm also.
We just watched a
staying
guy
as
die and they
far
wanted to
back
check
as
us.
Possible, since Noeon still has my fucking cloak.
Why don't you just grab it from him? So, Noeon, did you say that in character?
Yeah. We just watched a guy die and they wanted to check us.
Oh boy.
And at that, his eyes go wide, and he just turns around and walks the other way.
And as he does
Oh,
that,
guys.
I could get Noeon by the shoulder and I turn him over, turn him around. We're like, I understand you're good natured, but sometimes
You just gotta
you
learn to
can't
shut the
answer as
fuck up.
truthfully as you just did.
Was
It's best
that
to keep
wrong?
Your fucking mouth shut, my dude.
There's two types of right and wrong. Essentially, the facts you said were correct. The timing was incorrect.
Okay.
Your honesty will be the end of us.
It's a bad thing to lie, though.
Not talking.
There are
just
times.
lie.
There's also times where you don't have to
Sometimes
answer
it's
questions.
okay to not answer the question. That's not lying. That's just staying quiet. And that's okay sometimes.
There is once again a very long pause. I think I understand. So are we going to check and see if Redelia made it home, or are we going to the city?
I would
Can
like
we
to
go to
procure
the
a horse
city
if
so
possible.
I can buy a new fucking cloak?
Just take yours off of Noeon.
Did you say that? Did you say that in character?
No,
Please,
no,
please
no.
do.
I did not
Okay.
say it in character, but I also don't necessarily want my cloak back because it is currently soaked in antifreeze.
Well, I'm sure I would have washed it, or at least wiped it.
Taken care
by
of it?
now. Yeah,
Taken care of it.
So somebody's got perks, though, right?
So now it's crispy.
Now it's crispy.
Well starched.
Oh no! Oh
It's nice and stiff.
no!
Does it look like there's any places with horses in this port?
There doesn't seem to be any that you can see from the docks.
Any four-legged animals of any kind?
Again, not that you can see from the docks. What you can see currently is that this is there's a vibrant coastline. There's bright greens and browns and grays from these giant rocks and hills and mountainside kind of around there. This city is, or this settlement, should I say, it's not a full-blown city, has a bunch of colored buildings, and walls are painted in shades of coral and turquoise and yellow, kind of reflecting the warmth of the sun. There is a marketplace with stalls and carts. They kind of burst with activity as the sailors and merchants and travelers kind of mingle and haggle over goods brought from all over the place. This is a busy port, even though there's only one other ship that's currently docked alongside of yours. But it's not the same one that Noeon was on when he first left. But walking through the square a little bit, you do notice that there is a stable. And you see that there are some horses tied up outside. There are some oxen as well. And there are a couple carts that are just kind of kept close.
Are there any donkeys? Or mules?
No donkeys, no
Donkey.
mules.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna go over to the horses.
Okay. And there are 8 horses that are tied up to peg, the post. And they're just kind of sitting there, kind of docile. They're just kind of waiting for something.
Is there anybody around that looks like they're gonna sell them? Or are they just there?
Well, there's a small building that they're tied up outside of. But you said you're going over to the horses, not to the building where the horses are.
Yeah.
But yes,
Yeah.
if you
I was just wondering
walk,
if there's anybody around.
yes, if you walk in the building, you'll see that there is a mid-30s human shopkeep. And as you open the door, there's a little bell as you walk inside. It says, "Oh, hi, can I help you?"
Yes. I would like to procure one of your horses, if they're for sale.
Well, you see, we kind of have this rental agreement thing going on. See, we have stables here and in a number of other larger cities and whatnot. But you can't really buy the horse, but you can give us money as collateral, and then we will give you back a portion of it as when you return the horse.
How much would that be?
Where are you trying to go to?
New Redfen? Is that what the city was called again?
New Haven, something like that?
The city just north of here.
City North. Oh, you mean Linwood?
Yeah.
Linwood, yeah.
Yeah, Linwood it's about a day's ride from here. Linwood, that's gonna be 2 gold. And then you could just, if you check in, we'll send a pigeon. And when you check in with the stables at Linwood, you need to give us the cost of a horse. And a horse is 75 gold. When you return the horse, or when you deposit the horse in Linwood, we'll give you 73 gold back. That way, if you take off with the horse, we're not out the money.
But I'm unable to pay for the horse in its entirety.
What about a cart? Do you guys have a cart?
Yeah, we have a couple carts.
Maybe we can rent just 2 horses in a cart.
I don't know if
Yes.
it's
How much
that
was it?
Worth that much
For
money.
2 horses in a cart?
Well, 2 horses and a cart is going to be 150 plus 15. Yeah, 165 gold.
Holy guacamole.
And is the cart considered a rental as well, or can we purchase that?
You
What are we
can
gonna do
purchase
with
the
the
cart if you
cart?
wish.
I'm just trying to figure out what the prices are, what's best.
Yes, well, you see, the cart is a purchase.
Dorak could be our mule.
Is
I
it, though?
wanted to say it, but I didn't want to say it first.
Well, what is Dorak's reaction to that?
The Dark's just gonna laugh. And he's just gonna shrug, like, sure, why not?
I mean, I should know. I ride
You
Dork all
have
the
horses
time.
for rent? We have a Dorok.
Do you think 1 horse would be enough to pull a cart? Probably not, right?
Just the cart?
Dorak walks alongside it.
Is it worth cutting down an
Don't
extra
think
day?
one horse.
Oh, that's all I was saying. Like, is it worth cutting down, like, the 2-day walk to the 1-day ride for 165 gold?
Well, it'd be 20 gold if nothing happens to the horses.
Yes, you would be taking the.
Well, yeah, but we still
But we
have to pay
don't
the
have enough
165
money
gold
to
fine.
pay it up front.
I have 55.
Like, is it worth it cutting a day?
I have no problem walking there if we need to.
Did
I've walked much further, so it's not that bad.
did Sarah give us a deadline? I know we don't want to prolong this.
There's not an actual deadline, and I kind of step forward into the group, and I'm like, look, there's not an official deadline, but if you think about it here, elves are dying, and I kind of need to figure this shit out before something happens to me. Okay, so can we just? And then I just like,
I think bottom line with the overall deadline, 1 day is 1 day extra is not going to set us back too far.
So let's.
It's not.
All right.
Besides, I was just on a ship for a few days. I need to have my legs move rather than sitting on a horse.
Yeah.
Tell that to the angry
Okay.
elf.
I think the angry elf just wants us to make a decision.
Let's get moving then, and then from once we reach Linwood,
You
we can
feel
like
if your
hop on a
people are
caravan.
going crazy and dying.
I say we walk.
Let's just walk to the small city, and then when we go to the Rainbow City, we can take a proper cart because it'll be a much longer walk.
I agree.
All right. Well,
And we're just gonna get going then, I guess. If anyone else has an objection.
No objections.
all right. So no host, no cards. Yeah.
Correct.
Okay. Well, have a good day and come back if you change your mind. I will be here. And she flashes
You said you had another post at Linwood?
Yeah, we have one at Linwood. We have one kind of all over the place. But yeah, the Linwood is one of the major hubs for foot traffic and road traffic. But yeah, here at Seabreeze, we're a port town, so we don't have all the crazy foot travel and cart travel that Linwood did. But yeah, if you make it to Linwood, you'll find that they've got a lot bigger selection.
Will we be able to sign on with like a caravan?
Yeah, you know, they may have caravans that are traveling through there. Most of the time, the caravans are all merchants, though. I mean, are you all selling stuff, or are you just trying to travel there?
Well, we can sign on as guards.
I mean, if they're looking for guards, yeah, by all means. Knock yourself out.
Should we head out?
Tally ho.
All right.
As we turn to leave, I'm gonna turn back to him after we're getting out the door, and slightly bow my head down and say, "Peace be on you."
Peace be on. And you too?
Slight nod, and I'm gonna just walk out with everyone else.
Okay. Well, you guys walk out, and you just settle off down the path?
Yeah, I'm assuming we have all of our stuff. So,
Yes, you do. You walked off the ship with it.
Question: is anybody good at scouting ahead?
Me?
Yeah, the ranger might
negative
be.
Ghost Rider.
So,
I don't know.
would anybody like to scout ahead and try to see if there's any danger out here?
Sure. I'll do it.
So you guys are walking at a normal pace. Talion is scouting ahead, trying to make sure that there's... What are you looking for exactly?
Really anything unusual, anything we need to keep an eye out for. As he said, any danger I need to be aware of.
Okay, so you guys set out, walking down the road, and with Talion scouting ahead, you notice this is a very peaceful, it's a well-traveled road. The kind of the grooves of the carts are kind of worn into this dirt path. It's a very, very well-traveled road. It's fairly wide. It's like a 2-lane back road. It's about 20 feet wide and, you know, stretches through the entire forest. You can kind of see as the entire set of trees, like the opening in them, kind of dog legs to the right, and then as you go around there, it kind of gently turns back to the left. But it takes about a day and a half, almost 2 full days, but you guys make it to this new city, and the road it leads right up into this area. Linwood is, again, you have not seen non-forest land. You have traveled 2 days through this forest. And Linwood, at first glance, when you first see it, it looks like it's the pinnacle of tranquility and artistic expression. There's small cottages with moss-covered roofs that are lining the meadows. You know, their windows are adorned with like lace curtains and woven floral garlands. The air is thick with the scent of wild lavender and honeysuckle. And there's a gentle hum of spinning wheels and looms that fill the village squares. As you enter the town, you see that there are weavers and artisans, mainly tapestries that are woven with scenes of celestial patterns, of it looks to be some sort of mythological creatures, even some like creatures that are known to come from the Feywild. But off in the distance, you see that there's a towering cliff to the right-hand side, so to the northeast of where you guys are coming from. And it's, you know, it's a rugged, kind of craggy cliff. There's, you know, it's veined with these browns and greens that are kind of a stark contrast to the silvery blue steel color of the stone. But you walk in and you see that there's one massive tapestry that's being woven in pieces. It looks like somebody's trying to quilt together a giant tapestry that looks to be almost the size of one of the full cottages. Like, it's not going to go over a wall, but it's going to be the size of one of these cottages.
Whoa.
A literal house warmer?
Almost.
A literal house warmer. DM question. Can you give us a sense of which direction from, like, you know, on the continent, north, south, east, west, from where we were I already forgot the name of that city. Enderfindal.
Seabree. Oh.
So, you know that you were traveling away from the land, and the land was kind of set at a diagonal based on where the sun rises and sets while you were on the ship. You know that you were going northwest.
Okay.
Actually, let me
Just trying to visualize the map of the continent in my head right now, so.
Yep. I want to give you guys a map, and I want to show you where you guys are and where you've been. However, the map will show every place that every person has consolidated. And I don't know if you guys have shared that information yet or not, but I'm going to give this to you in just a second. Let me do this.
Okay.
And we're going to go... Okay. So, let's try this. You guys should see this new map. And you may have to zoom out. I am going to let me know when you guys can see it.
Yep.
Boundary just wants to be slow. Or Fantasy Ground would say it wants to be slow.
You also may need to zoom out quite a bit.
Yes.
I did when I first loaded it.
Yep. I definitely would zoom
It is
out.
mostly black.
It's all black for me.
It shouldn't.
Try moving around.
There we
zooming
go.
out.
So that is what you guys know of the world map.
What exactly are we looking at?
The
There's a
map
fog of
what
war
we know
on,
of
pretty
it.
much. There's a fog of war right
Yes.
now.
Yes. I said exploration was going to be a big part of this. Navigational tools. All the artisan tools have some sort of relevance. So, for example, we know that there is somebody that came from the north. We know somebody came from Dorok and Valor. We know that you have not ever been on a boat. And knowing where Endar Findal is, which is kind of right there in the middle of that island that you've seen, you guys know that there's a little bit more there. I haven't unveiled that. But I mean, I guess I can do this. Let's do...
From here.
Correct. You guys would have traveled this area as well. So yes,
Way away.
you are. you have come
Can
all
you
the
even
way.
put that on a map?
Yep, right there,
Right where?
lower part of the map.
Right side.
Correct.
Yep. Southeast side of the continent.
So again, this is kind of showing where you guys are all from. But there is, yeah, you guys have come from all different areas of the world. So this kind of gives you an idea as to how long it's taking you to get. So from here, it took you about 2 days to get here. It took you a little bit more than 2 weeks to come in this direction to land there. It took you 2 days to get from here to here. So now you guys need to find your way west. If you are going to follow the advice of the bird person.
Yeah, my inside check says he was honest.
Yes. Your insight check shows that he had no reason to lie, and that he seemed very confident, and that you are following his directions. Like, he doesn't seem to care about steering you wrong or not. Okay. Yeah, of course. So I will leave that shared so you guys can reference it at any point, at least for the time being. Maps here are fairly rare. Most people have regional or localized maps, but world maps are not very easy to come by. So you have the boats even don't have full world maps. They have landmarks that they have been steering by.
Dang.
So back to, you guys are no longer at the docks. Yeah, this one is going to be theater of the mind for this next part in traveling to get there. But you guys have made it to Linwood. Now that you guys are here at Linwood, I don't want to take the time to find it because I don't want to take us out of this.
Yep.
I did ask to go home, but everyone wanted to go north.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Well,
nobody
DM
wants to
finally
meet
had
down
someone
there,
come
that's
up to
all.
us and tell us the directions.
Right. Dude, I was
just
so
wanted to
ready
give you guys
for
options,
a week
that's
and a
all.
half detour to go, wait, we went the wrong way? I was so ready for the week and a half wrong way.
Okay, so you guys,
Because by this point, I can at least say, I know that Redfen is not the right way to get there at all.
At this point, but
I
before
just
you
know it's
thought
on
you
the same
knew, right?
landmass. As a player, I know it's on the same landmass, and I knew it was far away. As a character, yeah, it's like right around the corner. It was like a week. Like, it wasn't that far.
you don't remember much about it, but yes, you know that it's
No,
somewhere.
I don't.
You know the general direction. It's that way somewhere. How far?
Yeah.
I don't know, but it's that way.
I've been there before.
So, you guys have made it to Linwood. You see that it's a settlement of artisans. They make all sorts of stuff, mainly specializing in tapestries. You can see that as you get into the middle of the town, it's mainly cottages. There's not a lot here aside from the people that they sell stuff at the square. But it's mainly tapestries, small charms, lace curtains, stuff like that. And you can see that there's a small stable on the east side and a larger stable on the west side. And the main thoroughfare leaves in both directions. The east side kind of goes towards that giant cliffside that you guys were able to view just over the tops of the trees to the east.
Hey, maybe we can head towards the stables and see if that's where they have that rental service.
We could just keep
It
going
can't hurt to check.
that way, though. I'm gonna point vaguely west.
Did the other bird person mention how long it was from here?
He said it was about 2 weeks.
It's 2 weeks from Linfield.
He did
On
say about
foot,
2 weeks.
right?
What do you,
Yeah, on foot.
on foot.
I don't know. I think maybe we should try to get that caravan. And maybe who was it that said that we could see if they're hiring like guards for someone's caravan?
It was an idea I had. If we could find anybody who has caravans headed out, we could see if they need any extra muscle. We earn some coin as we go out in the city.
I didn't hear that. That is a brilliant idea.
We can try that, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't hear that either. That's awesome. Let's do that.
I'm down for that as well. Out
Cool.
of character.
Let's go to the caravan and check.
In character, Noeon has no idea what's going on.
No, not at all. I just want to keep walking, bro. I'm having fun. It's a pretty city. There's a lot of colors
Picking
here.
up flowers, giving them a sniff.
Pretty bird.
Probably. like actually, yeah, probably.
So, DM, if we look around, do we see kind of like any kind of like merchants gathering who might like or that are gathering like a caravan, who might need somebody to
You do not
guard them?
see
or
any.
we ask a merchant for that kind of question?
You do not see any horses or carts kind of piled up, getting ready to be loaded up and leave. You see that everybody that's in the square is mainly just setting up. They've got a small stool that they're sitting on. It's literally a craft fair. You see that people are selling not
Craft
just
what?
craft fair. Have you ever been to
I
like
heard crack fair.
craft
That'd be fun, too.
CRAFT? I will take your word for it.
They steal your shit and try to sell it back to you. Be a great fair.
I mean, that sounds like some Ernwig would be doing. It's coin.
I do not steal.
No, you just liberate and obtain.
Carefully liberates them. Liberates it.
Reallocate resources.
There you go.
Okay, Rob.
Strategically
Viva la
reallocating.
resistance.
The marketplace in the town square, there are a couple vendors selling things, and most of the tapestries that they are selling currently are smaller, like 2 foot by 3 foot things. They're smaller tapestries woven to show they look to be explosions in the sky of bright, vibrant colors. Reds and blues and greens. There's like pinks and whites and yellows and greens against this dark, almost black background. But it's not just one vendor, there's a lot. Like 60% of the tapestries being sold in the square are of different types of these colorful explosions.
They remind me a lot of the Rainbow Lake. They're pretty.
If this looks like this, I wonder what the Rainbow Lake looks like.
It was really shiny.
You've been there before?
Yeah, that's where we're headed.
How come you're so bad with directions then?
Because I don't remember much from the way back.
I guess that's fair.
I kind of just got, how would you say, dragged along?
Oh, I see. Why? How come you came here? Who dragged you along last time?
Ray Delia.
Delia, that's your master, right?
Yes.
You mentioned them before. How come you're not with your master right now? Did you guys get separated?
No, she got a letter and then ran off. No, ran off isn't the right word. That's a little rude. She went to go help a friend
Oh, I see.
and didn't come back.
For how long?
She said she'd be gone for maybe a week or two, and then very quickly a month went by, and I went after her.
Oh, I didn't realize you were looking for her. Where? Do you know where she went?
To Dunburakin. It's kind of, it was supposed to be the place I went after the other port town before we ended up in our Fendal.
Oh, I see.
Then we missed the boat, so.
I guess you got pretty sidetracked here with us then, didn't you?
I mean, yeah, but you aren't running away from me, so I think I'll stay for now.
Does that happen normally?
Quite often, yes.
I need a new goddamn cloak. Nah.
Let's get you your cloak before we buy the...
Wait.
Or actually, maybe we can split up.
In the square,
Oh!
you can see that kind of off in the corner behind some of these, there are people selling different types of cloaks. There's one stall that has a number of different ones. They're all of the same style, not the one that you are used to. Some of them have kind of a fur-lined hood and fur kind of trim around it. Some of them are just plain, but in different colors. They have kind of a Bordeaux, kind of a burgundy red. There's an olive green. There's a drab brown. There's a dark charcoal gray. There's a white. There's no black. And then there is this kind of a light muted, almost sun-kissed yellow.
Yellow's too obvious. Greens and browns blend in the best when there's no black available.
Green's
I
also
think,
too much of a
green's
stereotype.
too. Oh, never mind.
Do I?
Sorry, that was out of character. So,
But I mean, forest, grasslands, green. Like, that's why it's stereotypical, is because it does work.
Yeah, greens and browns are the best, especially for a wood elf.
Well, that's why I said there's a number of different colors.
Yeah.
So the cloaks are going to be a single gold piece.
A single gold piece?
Yeah.
Okay. I perused just for a minute, and I'm going to settle on a nice, like, tawny brown cloak.
Okay. Now, by tawny brown, the brown is more along the lines of, if you look at your boots in your character art, right? You have the piece on the toe and the heel is a lighter brown, then you have that kind of medium brown, and then the shadowed darker brown. It is a very similar shade to the middle of those browns. So the main part of your boot.
Yeah, that's a tawny.
Yep. So yeah, you exchange money, and you now have this new cloak that you can put up and over your head.
Cool. So I'm down a gold.
Yes, you're down 1 gold. So Talion has returned to Edgelord.
All right. So I get the cloak. I pay for the cloak. I slip it on, and I immediately flip up the hood and rejoin the group.
And it fits you very well. You
Seeing this, Dorak is going to be like, I want a cloak too.
and
Is there one big enough for Dora?
I was just about to say,
I have an
Yeah, is there
extra.
one big enough for Dorak?
they look and they say, and what size cloak? And you see their head is still raising up as they're looking, and they finally reach your head, your eyes. Mary, do you happen to have a cloak in this gentleman's size? No,
It could
but
be
I
a
can
big
make one. It'll be a few days, but I certainly can make one.
Are we coming back here, guys? I imagine on the way back, right?
We have to go back to Endor Findal.
Maybe.
I imagine after we get to the Rainbow City, we have to come back here, and then back to the port, and then back to Endor Findal.
So Dorak's gonna turn to them and he's gonna say, here's what I'm thinking. A cloak my size that has built-in weapon straps in the back so I can hang my great axe and my trident. Is that something you think you could do?
Can you turn around for just a second?
Alright, Dorak's gonna turn.
And she's going to step out from behind the thing. She's going to come up, and you feel her hands shifting your weapons around just slightly. Like she's putting her hand on the weapon and lifting it up just a bit, not removing it.
It's quite large, isn't it?
Whose snort was that? Because that's not Italian snort. Whose snort was that?
That was me.
That was both of us.
I'm going to give a double snort to that one from Tube, because that was a very unique snort. And
That was very odd.
notice I said weapons, not weapon. So Dorak is
So he's two-pronged.
he must be
Got it.
extremely
Come on, guys,
talented.
mine's out of the gutter.
He has
Giggity.
some flails.
Instead of the Hebrew hammer, it's the Hydra hammer.
Oh.
But not enough to actually remove the weapons. But she's noting. I'm trying to figure out how not to say this, or how to say it so that it's not going to become an innuendo. I don't think I can do it.
She takes care of the weapons.
No, she doesn't. But no, she's seeing how they are attached to your current weapon straps.
Okay.
Right? So she's trying to look for how to make the slits in the cloak so that those will actually be able to be operable while wearing the cloak. So you can, it's as if you are still just wearing your basic barbarian harness that has your little hanger that you hang the axe on, and I'm thinking of Kratos from God of War right now. Just it's that simple C-shaped thing, and she's trying to figure out where that would need to be. And she goes, "Oh, yeah. For unfortunately, it would take quite a bit of fabric to make this. It'll be 5 gold, and it'll take me about 3 days."
I like it. I will order one. What color options are there?
And she kind of points over to the kiosk that Talion is at, and she said, "Any one of those colors. And if you'd like the fur on the outside, that'll be an extra gold, or excuse me, 2 gold because of the amount."
Yes. Is there like a bark brown color?
It's the same tawny brown that Talion has. If you look at her boots, it's darker than the boots and the leather straps and bands that you're wearing, but it's that kind of earthy brown color. It's not as red, but it's more of like
we'll go with the earthy. Yeah.
Go with the same brown color.
Yeah, we'll go with the brown color.
Okay. And
no fur.
no fur. Okay. So, I mean, you'll have the boots and the fur.
I don't think that's my style. You're gonna make me copyright you by singing that song.
Now, sir, may I have your initials?
Okay. My name's Dorak Stonefury, so DS.
DS. Any middle name?
Middle name? He's gonna look at Valar.
You don't have a middle name, Dorak?
Middle name. No, not anything yet.
Not anything yet. Okay. Well, thank you, Mr. Stonefury. That'll be 5 gold, and I will have it ready for you in about 3 days.
Sounds good. And he's gonna hand over the 5 gold.
Okay. So we now have an order for the cloak.
DM, as we're doing this, I want to be looking around, see if I can talk to merchants, see if they know anybody or any kind of caravans that are probably leaving out of town.
Okay. And
Yeah.
I'm going to send this to you. You have the order. You have Dorak. You have Talion. Valor, you guys are with Dorak. Chube, we know what you're doing. Noeon and Ernweek, what are you guys doing?
I'm following everyone around, so I'm okay not being in the scene.
Okay. And Ernweek, do you have anything in particular you're trying to do? Well, then we are going to... Well, now that you have your cloak, are you guys trying to head to the stables to try and find something else there? Or, actually, I take that back. You are... Tube, you are...
I haven't told them anything yet.
I was going to say, you're able to find everybody still at the town square.
So I'll walk back to the town square. Does Talion have his new cloak?
Yes.
Talion has a new cloak.
I
Fuck yes,
nod.
I
I was like, dude, Talion, that cloak is totally bitching.
Thank you. Whatever that means.
It's cool. The cloak is cool.
Oh,
Ah,
well,
all right.
in 3 days, I will also have a cloak that is, as you say,
Bitchin'.
my cloak will be also quite cool. Which reminds me, Valar, can you
So, about leaving town, it seems like there's going to be no caravans headed out of town in the near future. So, if we want to leave town and not walk on foot for 2 weeks, we're going to have to procure other means.
That would mean a cart and horses, correct?
Yeah, I guess so.
is it so we're renting it for 165 gold?
We don't know what the total is in this town.
Oh, in this town.
Well,
Probably
it's the same
similar.
company. They say they have
Not
it an outpost
necessarily.
here. I don't see why it'd be different.
I guess the
Their
question
own
is, how
vision.
much time is it going to save us?
That I do not know. We'll have to ask and see exactly how long it takes by horse and cart.
Because it is 2 weeks by foot. I don't know if we can afford that.
I say we go and try to see what's going on.
Let's go.
Yeah, we're going to the stables.
All right. You
Or wherever
guys,
the outpost or the.
Oh yeah, the that company.
the west or the east side? The side with the cliff or the side with more forest?
Western, because that's the side that the city's gonna be on.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah, like that's where we're going anyways. So
Okay. So you guys head to the western side and you see a very similar looking outpost. You have some horses tied to a post. You see that there's only one cart outside instead of the 3 or so that you saw down at Seabreeze. There are 7 horses outside, all different colors. There's a palomino. There's, a painted white and brown or white and liver color. A few other things. But you guys walk into the store and it's a very similar, mid-30s, mid-40s lady, human. Hi, what can I do for you? You looking to rent or buy?
I think we're looking to rent.
Looking to rent? All right.
We're
What?
looking to rent 2 horses and a cart.
2 horses and a cart. All right. And where you headed to?
We're headed to the Rainbow City.
The Rainbow City. Oh, you mean you're heading out to Crystal Flare?
Crystal Flare. Is that where the Rainbow Lake is at?
A Leona, the Rainbow Lake.
Yes, they're having Crystal Flare right now. And she kind of looks out the window. She goes, "Or in about 2 days, it'll start."
As long as it's A Leona, then yes, that's where we're headed.
Then, yeah, you guys should be able to make it before it ends. So 2 horses and a cart looking to go all the way there. That'll be 16 gold plus 8 for the rental of the cart. It'll be 24 gold total, but we'll need to take a deposit of carry the one. That's 115 gold. When you return the horses and the cart to A Leona, then we'll give you back most of that.
So how much is the total? 115?
115 gold.
Deposit, yeah.
And then it'll be 24, so we'll get whatever's left.
Yeah, it'll be
like
115
91
minus
back.
24.
How much quicker is it?
Probably 40% faster. You'll get there in less than 2 weeks. Or excuse me, less than
10 days.
Yeah, it'll take like 9-10 days instead of 14 days.
It'll be. I did the math. It's 20 gold between each of us, and then at the end of the trip, when we get the deposit back, we each get 15 gold back. So the total cost is 5 gold per person once we arrive there. But
Way cheaper than last
It's not
time.
too bad. Okay, Dark's gonna hand Valar 20 gold then.
I'm gonna hand Dork's gold and my 20 gold. Does anybody not have enough gold? I can
I
compensate
have
the
20
rest.
gold.
I can.
Gold?
I'll pass over mine.
Is this like
So
the other
that's-
day?
Tube, Dorak, Valor. That's Talia.
Like the other
Noeon.
day.
Do you have 20 gold?
What?
I have enough, but is this like the other day?
Where you won't
no,
get it
this
back?
is-
When we gamble?
It's not gambling.
No.
Oh,
No, we're
Then
paying
here,
for a
and I'll-
service.
okay. I'll hand you the 20 gold.
And then that leaves
That's fair.
Ernrig, do you have 20 gold or do you need us to pitch in for you?
No, I've got 20 gold. I'm just marking it off of my wares. Here we
I
go.
marked it off of mine. I gather the gold and I hand it towards the lady.
Okay. She takes the gold and she literally kind of walks you out and says, take your pick of the horses. You guys are able to select 2 horses that look to your liking. She helps you attach the horses to the cart and says, just when you get to Aliona, just tell them Lynn sent you, and I just need a name for the party. Well then, so are you going to give Valor's name then?
Yeah, because he's the one who paid.
All right, so Valor's party from Linwood going to Aliona. When you get to the stables, tell them that Lynn sent you, and that you are a party of Valor, and they will give you back, or they will pay you the money for returning our horses and cart. Safe travels and enjoy Crystal Flare. I hear it is beautiful. So you guys head out on the road again. This time,
On the
On
road
the
again.
open road.
yep. Now where is
The entire time, Dorak's just thinking of different names.
I'm seeing the names
Noeon
in
is
the chat.
not.
6
That's a great
humans,
name.
2
Noeon
close
is not.
Great.
So you guys head off down the road. You're traveling down the road with basically 2 Goliaths and a cart. It's not a covered
Oh my
wagon,
gosh, that's it.
but
That's
it's
the name.
But it's
2
just
Goliaths
a
and
cart.
a cart.
Yes, and a cart.
Goliath, no! No!
No.
It's not 2 Goliaths,
Just
1
no.
cart.
Perfect.
2 Goliaths, 1 cart.
I didn't say 1 cart.
I mean, I already suggested 6
2 Goliaths,
humanoids,
1
2
card is
cloaks.
great.
I already suggested 6 humanoids, 2 cloaks.
Oh no.
This is also pretty close.
Why not 1 person, 3 cloaks? So, you guys are heading out towards the west. You are following another very well-worn path. The dirt is very solid and it's very wide, very flat. There are kind of tracks where carts have gone that are starting to wear down a little bit into like full-on almost railroad track, but the reverse of that, where the wheels are going in along the same path enough that it's starting to actually dig into the ground a little bit. And the first day that you guys are out, it's calm and it's controlled, but by the late afternoon, kind of the mossy road in the forest is getting better. You know, the stones in the road themselves, right? There are some stones and whatnot. It's just a slightly bumpy road, but they're kind of more aligned, more flat, more smooth. You see that there are markers every so often, right? You'll pass by a marker, it'll say marker 5. And then, a couple miles or so down the road, you'll see marker 6. And there are faint etchings into each of these markers. But once you get to marker 11, 12, you see that there's somebody coming in the opposite direction. And they're not really traveling, but they're standing still. So you see there are 3 figures that stand motionless at the roadside. There's 2 tall, armored silhouettes of shaped steel and polished wood. Their faces are expressionless masks. There's no breath that fogs the air before them, and their eyes are glowing faintly as you approach. Behind them, there's a gnome in a fitted travel coat, brass-rimmed lenses perched upon the bridge of his nose. He's got a very long, evil bad guy, curling up mustache. And he's consulting a small mechanical ledger that kind of clicks softly as he's turning a dial and scribbling something and then turning another dial. There's also 2 halflings that stand nearby. Both of them are holding slates and some sort of writing utensil. And they offer you polite smiles as you kind of go up to them. But as you do, the 2 halflings walk out to the middle of the road and kind of try and halt the horses in the cart. Who is on the reins?
Dorak will be one of them since he doesn't like sitting in the cart.
Okay, so Dorak, you are up front.
Is only one person on the reins, right? Or is it 2 people up front?
2 people would be up front.
I'll be up front with them because just my background in animal handling.
Okay, so it's the 2 Goliaths are driving the cart. Okay, so are you pausing or halting the cart? Or are you trying to run these 2 halflings over?
Yeah, Dorak will stop. He likes halflings.
Tube?
We pull up on the reins, and I look at Dorak and I kind of whisper to him, like, "How do you want to handle this?"
I guess prep just in case the weapon or we get attacked, but I can talk with them. You just prepare yourself. And the dwarf's gonna say, "Hello there."
And the gnome, he steps forward. So now he's standing in front of these two metal and wood people. Says, "Good morning. Routine passage inspection." His tone is warm, controlled, and he seems to be overseeing people. The halflings begin asking you questions in kind of a gentle sequence. Yes, may I have your names, please?
Dork's gonna kind of look at him. Can Dorak see if he's like has any ill intent, or if he's like, if this seems like an actual routine inspection?
Yeah, give me an insight check.
The worst.
It seems very official. They have the clipboards. They have, you have no reason to believe that this is not a legit routine inspection.
Dork's gonna be like, "Who is this inspection for?"
This inspection is for Aleona. It's crystal flare season. We're required to be thorough.
Ah, okay. He's gonna kind of turn to Tube, kind of see what he's thinking.
Tube gives him a false name. My name is Larry.
Larry.
I am Steve.
Larry and Steve. Okay. And where's your origin?
By the beach, boy.
Dork's gonna on the mountaintops, boy.
And because of... You're going to have to give me a deception check.
Did I say anything wrong? I'm from the mountaintop.
It was the boy part of that.
No!
I'm sorry, but you're going to have to give us your real names if you'd like us to let you pass.
Dork's gonna kind of look over at Tube and he's gonna say, "Oh, all right. My name is Stone Fury."
Stone Fury.
My name is Ular.
Ular. Okay, and where are you two coming from?
We're
Dork's
fresh
gonna
off the boat.
look a little confused and turn to Tube and be like, "Where did we just come from again?"
Seabreeze Haven.
Yeah, Seabreeze Haven.
Seabreeze Haven, but do you live in Seabreeze Haven?
No, I live on top of the mountain.
Which mountain?
The Jaws?
The Jaws.
That's correct. That's correct. You live by the Jaws.
The Jaws. Oh.
Yes, the Jaws.
Well, you've traveled quite a distance then. That's wonderful. Are you here to enjoy the festivities?
Yes,
we are.
I heard.
One of the pickers apart and said, "Yeah,
I heard-
we heard that the festivities were great and that Rainbow Lake is beautiful this time of year."
Oh dear, there's quite a bit of you. May I have all your names, please?
Stone Fury.
Wait, Stone Fury? Stone Fury?
Yeah.
We're brothers, obviously.
You don't see a
Oh.
resemblance?
My mistake. Oh, obviously, the family resemblance is astonishing. No, really.
I think I like it.
What's your name?
Dorok's gonna smile and nod, and then he's just gonna be like, "Wait a minute, that didn't sound like he was being truthful," and he's gonna look at him.
Roll me insight.
He's like,
And I will.
Oh Lord.
Dorok's gonna be like,
He requests everybody's names. So we have a Stone Fury, an Ular, and you, my suit of armor. May I have your name, please?
Ernwig.
An Ernwig, okay. And you, my cloaked friend.
I clear my throat and try my best to conceal my accent.
Oh, this is gonna be good. I'm trying to figure out if it's performance or deception.
My name is Artiitis.
"What?"
Arthritis.
Arthritis?
Ar- you said arthritis?
Yes, like arthritis.
Arthritis. Okay.
Arthritis.
Arthritis.
Artie.
An arthritis.
This is it, guys. This is where the campaign
Okay.
ends.
So, because you weren't trying to say it all whimsically and whatnot, you were trying to
I
say
want to
it.
see this check.
Yes, that's going to be a deception check. Because you weren't trying to be. You weren't trying to be performative about it. Deception check, please.
Decep. When you say this, Brock's gonna look like super confused.
And the halfling's going to pick up on that. It says, I'm sorry, sir. That sounds way too unrealistic. Can you please give me your real name, or I'm afraid we'll be unable to let you pass.
Why'd you give him a fake last name, Arthur? It's Arthur Beck.
Arthur Beck. All right, now, will you give me a deception check, please?
Yes, I will.
Okay.
There you go.
Thank you.
I'm not quite sure why you feel the need to give us false names, but I mean, I don't see
It's
why.
his last name, Beck. He thinks it sounds like Peck or Pecker. He's a little self-conscious about it.
I mean, there's no judgment here. I mean, you see how tall I am. If you have a little pecker, then I mean, that's something you're born with. There's no need to be.
Walked into that one.
Dorks.
You don't understand how
So he's gonna say,
bullied
"Are you
I was
implying-"
at the school for my name?
Is this halfling bigger or smaller than me?
Halfling is probably a little bigger than you are. He's very close to 3 feet.
Hey, what are you trying to say about me, huh?
I wasn't saying anything about you. I was talking to your friend here,
Referred to our
Mr.
height.
Peck. Huh? With a B. I see. Well, when you had mentioned you said it was Peck. That's what you said, because it sounds like Peck, as in pecker.
It
Oh.
sounds like Peck.
I'm sorry, I misunderstood. Okay, so Mr. Beck with a B.
Yes,
All right.
sir.
And where are you all from? Where's Lunar Gaze? I've never heard of that. And I have family all over the world.
They're lots of citrus. Lots of citrus.
Citrus. Now, is it northern continent or southern continent?
Southern.
You mean Moonwatch? Yes, Moonwatch.
That's the one. That's the one.
Okay.
That's where I'm from.
Awesome. Well, do you know Charlie?
That one.
Charlie, who's over there at the I can't remember the name of the place. But yeah, my mom's cousin Charlie runs the farming place down there.
Forgive
know
me,
him?
I'm not great with names. I would need to see a face. I'm sorry.
I got it. And then he's gonna go to the gnome. He's gonna say, "May I?" And he takes the gnome's glasses, the brass-rimmed lenses, off of the gnome's face, and he comes back and says, "Okay, look at me. Look at me." He puts the glasses on. Ta-da! Charlie. And you remember meeting a Charlie in Moonwatch. And this looks exactly
I do
like
like
the face you
finger
remember.
guns thing. I do I do the finger guns thing and I go, yes! Yes! I do remember him. Yes.
And he
I will
goes,
tell him you say hi.
and the halfling is like, You do the finger guns too? And he does them right back at you and smiles this ear-to-ear grin. That's a family greeting. So then the halfling gives the glasses back. And because the gnome by now is kind of scowling at him, he goes, sorry, boss. And then he walks back over and he continues his questioning. Unfortunately, we have to ask, because of Crystal Flare and the increased security that we have for Aliona, do any of you cast spells? And if so, may I please have your disciplines?
Oh.
Would we really know that?
I guess I'll go first.
Count for that?
I cast Rage. I'm a barbarian.
And he just looks at you, and then he's just looking at the rest of the party, like waiting for you guys to answer.
What do you mean by discipline?
DM, does that count for me with like my hunter's mark and shit? Like, does that actually count?
You're a half caster, so
Yeah, I would say that's up to you. He's just asking for any spellcasting disciplines.
I'm
No.
asking character. What do you mean by disciplines?
Well, do you cast healing magic? Do you cast evocative magic? You know, fire and ice and lightning. Do you cast, abjuration,
So
which
I
is
cast
the shield?
I cast combat magic?
Combat magic.
This all feels like
Because I
an
have like
elaborate setup.
Shillelagh, Hunter's Mark, Produce Flame, right?
So it's probably conjuration magic.
Conjuration. Okay. So yeah, I have conjuration magic.
Okay. That was Sir Beck.
Yeah.
I have evocation magic.
Evocation magic. Okay. And that was for Stone Fury. What was your first name?
Valor.
Valor Stone Fury. Okay. Anybody else? And you see he's kind of
I'm one
smiling.
with the earth. I cast earth magic.
Earth magic, as in you can shape earth, or you cast like earthquake?
I'm just one with the earth, man.
Yes, okay. Earth magic. And that was for Ular, right? What was your first name?
Tube.
How do you spell that? Toobay. Toobay?
Good enough.
Okay. Anybody else?
Baylor, what type of magic is Rage?
I don't think that's the type of magic, buddy.
Oh, I got it. I forgot to clarify. I cast angry magic. Rage is angry magic.
Ooh, I got it. You cast illusion magic.
Oh.
Okay. Angry magic. Yes. Jot that down.
Yes.
He says it to the other halfling who just doesn't write anything.
Dark's gonna be looking at that and he's like, "You're not gonna write it down? It's pretty powerful."
No, I've got it up here, and he points to his temple a couple times. I got it. You're good.
I think you should see a demonstration.
In the demonstration. Okay. And he's gonna like motion like everyone get back a little bit. He's gonna get off the cart and he's gonna say, "Watch this." And he's just gonna start raging.
Love that the mic cut out.
Yeah, Dark is gonna rage, on the spot.
Okay. Now,
Cast rage.
I'm gonna need you to roll me insight,
And then he's gonna say,
and I want to roll his deception one more time.
"Okay."
Okay. And he is going to say, "That is wonderful. I didn't realize that angry magic can turn you invisible. Where'd you go? And he's looking around, trying to find you.
Do I know
And-
if he's lying or not?
He is not lying.
He's not lying.
He's not lying that you can tell.
Dork's gonna look a little. Dork's gonna be a little panicked, but also confused. He's a bit. What are you talking about? I'm right here.
Who said that? Show yourself.
Baylor! I'm invisible! This has never happened. This must be the illusion magic part of it. Oh, and he's gonna look down. He's gonna see that, but I can see myself. And he's gonna grab his battle axe off his back. Then he's gonna start chopping at a tree, and he's gonna say, "Hey, halfling, do you see this?" And then he's gonna start chopping at the tree.
And you just hear this very droll, "Do I see what?" And now he's looking directly at you. Get back on
Dork's
the
gonna
cot.
fall to his knees, drop his axe.
The
He's a-
power's gone.
I'm invisible. Baylor,
Oh wait,
help me.
Dorak, we're off. I can see you again.
Dork's gonna pick up his axe, jump back up, and he's gonna be like, "Aha! It's all fixed now." And then he's gonna climb back on the cart. And he's gonna be like, "I didn't know rage was so powerful.
Oh yes,
Next
very,
fight will be
very
even better."
powerful. Yes, just try and keep it. Just try and tone it down a little bit. You are going into a massive city full of people. We wouldn't want anybody to get hurt now.
Yes. Yes. I will try and tone it down. I do know that I am incredibly powerful and strong, and that most people cannot keep up with me. So I'll try my best.
Well, I do have one other thing to mention to you all before I allow you to pass on your way. Are there any arcane traditions that are practiced that might interact unpredictably with regional phenomena?
It's a lot of words.
God bless you.
I'm just reminded of we are but humble pirates. You're using mighty big words. But the halfling just kind of goes, "Do you have any magical abilities that might react unexpectedly to surges, should I say?" Crystal Flare is a very... How should I put this for you folks?
Volatile?
It's a very magical experience. We have had some accidents where people that had arcane traditions or magical abilities react unexpectedly to the area.
Oh boy.
Which is why we need to
Would any of us
document.
have issues
think-
with that?
How unexpectedly?
You said how or why?
Yeah, like what happened?
We've had somebody blow up. We have had somebody decide they wanted to play a prank on their friend, and it backfired. And not only did it backfire, but this creature became permanently disfigured because
Oh,
Yes, it truly is a safety violation or a safety reason why we are documenting everything. We don't need to seize anything. We don't need, we're not arresting people. We're just trying to document things to let you know if there is a potential warning for visiting the area.
I don't think I
Thank you
have
for the warning,
anything.
but- Yeah, I think we're good.
I mean,
Okay.
we won't know until we find out, right?
That's why we are documenting everything. So you have no arcane practices or traditions or spells that might react differently in different situations or different circumstances?
I don't
Well,
think
for the first time ever, rage allowed me to become invisible. Do you think this will affect me if I rage in the city?
Well, if you rage in the city, I'm
Will I
afraid
permanently become invisible?
you might shrink down to the size of a gnat, but maybe. You never know.
A gnat. Can I see if he's lying or not?
Burnwig is gonna nod along as if this
I don't
is
know.
true.
I don't know, guys.
You absolutely can roll insight again. I will roll his deception.
I thought that was a 9.
I promise you, you have no idea.
All right, Dork's gonna look like pretty unsettled. He's gonna. Oh, okay. I really shouldn't rage in the city then. I don't want to be a gnat. Huh.
Well, and he's kind of checked off everything that he, needed to ask or wanted to ask. Well, he's looking over his notes and just seeing, double checking everything else. And his head tilts, not towards you, but kind of towards the direction of the lake a little bit. And it holds there for 1, 2, 3 seconds, and then resumes kind of the stillness that he had as he's studying his notes. And the gnome, he nods to the gnome, and the gnome then nods and says, you are cleared for continued travel. Maintain roadway alignment and avoid deviation beyond marked posts, please.
Thanks.
And as they depart, the Warforged turn and they follow him along. And one of the halflings that had the clipboards, he kind of lingers briefly at the closest marker, which you guys had just passed. And then he murmurs something, and a tap of the stylus to the stone. The faint sigil kind of glows for a second as it appears, barely visible. But Valor, you notice it. And then they walk off, heading east. A sigil appears on the marker, the post, like the mile marker signs along the sides of the roads if you're on the freeway. It's like that you guys have been traveling, but they're wooden signposts that have kind of markers every so often.
Okay.
So, you guys then continue on down the road, because they are heading east while you guys are heading west. Yeah, the markers did have etchings on them before, and this one, there was just another etching that was added to the most recent signpost that you guys have passed. So, you guys travel along for a certain amount of time. You guys will set up camp. Is there anything you guys want to do in particular? Or is this just a night of camping?
2 minutes after we finally leave that conversation, Noeon lets out a breath. I told you they're always scared of me.
What?
What?
They never asked my name.
That's true.
That is true.
Did you become invisible as well?
I did what you told me, and you started not telling the truth, so I kept my mouth shut.
Oh no, buddy.
You're a fast learner.
I did what you told me, and I kept my mouth shut, and they didn't look at me very much. He glanced at me a couple times, but he never addressed me.
Good job, Noeon. You did really good.
I was gonna try my hand at not quite telling the truth like you suggested, Talion. But I didn't get the chance.
Well, I appreciate you not telling the truth about me, because that would be problematic.
I kept my mouth shut. I wanted to say you were lying. Dorok, I wanted to say you were lying when you told him the wrong name.
Yeah, they found me out somehow. They're pretty tricky, honestly. I don't know how these people do it, but I don't know. First instinct was not to trust them. Sometimes you need to lie to figure out if someone is good.
Okay. Sometimes you have to lie to figure out if someone's good. Okay.
And sometimes you have to lie to save a life.
Really?
I.e.
It's gonna be mostly your own life, Noeon.
Well, that doesn't sound very nice.
You don't think saving lives is nice?
No, having to lie to save
No,
someone.
having to lie is not a nice thing, and it really, really stinks. However, if you think about it, with what's going on, considering what happened back at End All Fuck It, I almost died there, and they said if you catch an elf outside of that place, it's kill on sight. So I kind of had to lie about who I am so that I can stay with you guys so we can figure this out. Or they would
So
have
not
killed me.
lying is not nice, but killing your people, threatening to kill your friends is more not nice.
Uh-huh.
It
What
is,
he said.
I guess. Okay.
You have to pick the
Well-
lesser of evils.
In case I mess up, try and let me know when I need to keep my mouth shut.
You got it.
Could we have a signal?
Like a hand.
Like
We can do like
and
a
then
hand
Doric's
signal
gonna
or
like
something.
slap his hands to his cheeks and do like a huge O mouth.
Oh. Oh no.
I like the
That'd be the
idea,
signal.
Torok, but maybe it should be a little bit more subtle.
Oh yeah, settle. Like this, and then he's gonna like put a thumbs up behind his back.
He was gonna do
Okay.
Well, I'm not very good at this stuff, but perhaps you can figure a signal that works for you. You just let me know what you choose.
I think that works for now.
Oh, okay.
But now as we set up camp, I'm gonna find a spot and I'm gonna set out and set my stuff out and work on drawing the path that we came through and making a map. Starting a map.
Okay.
Should we camp for the night?
I think camping is a good idea.
The horses are going to need rest, or they could get hurt.
Agreed.
It is too expensive for them to get hurt.
I'm gonna keep first watch. Anyone want to join me?
I'll join you, Valor.
I mean, I'll
Alright, so
still
me
be up
and-
for a while too, so.
All
Or I
right.
guess we can choose who has what watch.
Yep. I just need one or two people.
How many
for
watches are there?
There's 4 watches at night.
4 watches.
Watches.
Okay, then Dorak will take second watch then.
Okay.
Well, actually, why don't you
Baylor.
share with you,
Last watch.
Brock?
Oh, you
Oh,
wanted
what's
to?
up?
Oh, okay.
Oh, well,
What happened?
I,
Say
if
something?
I was just asking if you were taking first watch, I would take first watch as well, and I would monitor the outer radius while you keep everyone here safe.
Oh, I can take a watch with you as well if you want. You and I haven't spoken much either.
I understand if your brother takes priority.
Yeah, it's just a small conversation I wanted to have with him. I can wait. Okay with you, Dorak?
Yeah, that's fine. We have plenty of time tomorrow to talk.
Okay. So Ernwig and Valor are taking the first watch. Dorak are the second.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone taking third and fourth?
I can go
I'll
last.
take the
or
fourth. Never mind. I'll go third then.
Okay, Tube's third and Noeon's fourth. All right. Well, Ernwig and Valor, you guys take the first watch. You guys have set up a decent campfire. Excuse me. And I mean, you've kind of gotten the horses down. You've gotten the carts kind of set up, and it's chalked, so it's not going to go rolling away. Everyone has set up their bedrolls around a small campfire. And you guys are just kind of hanging out, watching for stuff. Are you guys... Your watch goes by pretty uneventful. Are you guys discussing anything in particular? Are you...
Ernwig, you don't seem to talk much.
Well, I usually don't have anything nice to say.
Nice to say? What do you mean?
Oh, just rather rude and I get ourselves. I feel like I would get all of us in trouble as much as Noeon gets us in trouble.
So you've got a temper, I take it?
No, I think it's more I guess curiosity.
Where are you from?
I am from almost as far north as you can go without being south again.
Oh, wow. What's brought you all the way down here?
Well, there's something I need to find, and it's at Endor Findal. I would like to get back there as quickly as possible, but I understand that the fate of an entire species is kind of more important right now.
Well, just like Noeon, I think it's very nice of you to go out of your way to decide to help them, regardless of your own task at hand.
Well, I mean, you're also providing the same generosity, unless you have an ulterior motive.
No, well, maybe I do. I don't think I've...
Ernwig's gonna, in excitement.
Excitement? Well, not like battle period. It's just like I'm not even supposed to be on this journey. My brother, he's a good man. He is a great man. He's destined to do great things one day. And I just stuck along with him because I'm looking for my parents. They went missing a few years back, and he's on this coming of age trip. He's supposed to like slay a great monster. And he's supposed to go alone. I kind of just tagged along with him. So I'm just some extra baggage that he's carrying along. So I'm just trying to make myself useful to him while I'm looking for my parents.
Well, you definitely are not any extra weight. You carry your own.
Sorry, I didn't mean to just like dump that on you. It's just I don't want to burden Dorak with how I'm feeling about this journey.
Your feelings are
I-
safe with me, and I feel like my silence justifies that.
Yeah, but also don't be afraid to say your feelings out loud either. No.
Empathize with searching for your parents. That is also a motivation of mine.
Your parents are missing as well.
Deceased,
Oh,
but I'm trying to get them back.
that sounds complicated.
Well, there's nothing a wish can't grant, and that's what I'm after.
I see. Although, that sounds exciting too, in a way. You're looking for a wish.
Well,
That sounds like a wonderful
I'm
dream.
going to, and his demeanor is going to shift more towards anger, and I guess how close are you to Ernwig?
I imagine we're like sitting like 5 feet apart.
Okay, yeah. If you're within like 5-10 feet of him, you're gonna like sort of have the feeling of static electricity as he shifts more towards anger, and I intend on getting my wish by beating it out of my deadbeat father.
Oh, relations can be complicated with parents. Honestly, I don't know what to say. What did he? No, it's none of my business. Never mind. Well, your secret's safe with me as well.
He will give a respectful nod, and the sensation will slowly diminish.
If you want, I can keep an eye on the horses. That way you don't electrocute them with static electricity.
Oh, no, but I will count on you to keep the others safe while I spend the rest of the watch circling the surrounding area. I want to make sure that those gnomes or any others aren't out waiting to ambush us. I don't really trust those gnomes.
I think they're just trying to be cautious. But at the same note, I don't think there's any harm in us being cautious either. So, have a good night.
You as well.
All right. So you guys are going to go and gently shake Dorak awake for his watch?
Yeah.
Okay. Dorak, do you wake up easily? Are you snoring and you kind of
Yeah,
gasp awake
he's snoring a little, but he'll wake up at any like sign of his name or any touch.
Okay.
Dark. It's your turn.
Oh, all right. He's gonna like get up, grab his axe. He's gonna sit by the fire, sharpen it. Every now and then, get up and like patrol camp.
Okay. And for the most part, it is very uneventful. There's nothing out of the ordinary. There's nobody that walks along the path. It's just peaceful, calm, quiet. Kind of reminds you of watching over or looking out over the mountainside, kind of in the, in the arena back home, where you can just look out and stare at the mountains and just kind of lose yourself in nature for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Granted, it's not stones, but it has that same feeling of nice and just calm. Something that you haven't really felt for several days, if not weeks. Ever since you left, this has been a brand new experience for you in many ways. But there's nothing really eventful that's going to happen on this watch tonight. So your 2 hours goes by without a hitch.
Cool. Then Dorak will wake up the next person for watch, which I believe is Tube.
Tube. Okay.
We'll go up to Tube and shake him awake.
So Tuba, you're being woken up by the stone Goliath.
Hey, thanks, brother. You get some rest now.
Of course, it was pretty uneventful. I wish your watch the same. And Dar's gonna head back to sleep.
And Tuba,
And I get up. I need to ask a question. Is there any kind of like animal nearby that I can talk to? Just have a conversation with?
there might be a bug on a plant, but you have come out of the forest and you are just in the grassy meadowlands. You haven't seen or heard even like a deer or a fox hop through the grass. It's been very quiet tonight.
Hey, what is there like a centipede or anything I can talk to?
You are looking at the ground, trying to find any sort of critter. And you do notice, hiding in the high grass, there's a small little rabbit or some sort of furry creature. It's like half the size of a house cat. Like, it's small, but there is some sort of creature there. And you just catch its tail kind of quickly twitching, and then it kind of disappears into the grass a little bit, and then you kind of catch movement out of the corner of your eye, and you're able to find it again. And it's kind of sitting and just looking around.
All right. I am going to cast Speak with Animals on it. Just want to have a conversation. Nothing really like, I'm not going to give any kind of commands or anything. I'm just going to have like something to talk to.
So you cast it, and you now have the ability to communicate with beasts.
So I see the rabbit or the bunny and goes, "Hey, what's up, my furry friend? I'm sorry to bother you, but I need someone to talk to that's not going to give me any kind of harsh judgment. I just want to say that ever since the boat, I feel like kind of losing myself a little bit. During the combat with those fish dudes, I let my anger out more than I've done in a long time, and ever since then it's been hard to be centered. Thought I wanted to get away from these kind of feelings. That's why I left my town, left my clan. I don't want to be a pawn anymore. I was trying to break free of what my brother was saying I am. Now I'm kind of realizing that maybe there's still some of that left in me. You ever get that way, little rabbit?
And you don't hear any response. The rabbit or the critter just kind of wiggles its tail and is looking around as if it's looking for predators. And then you hear the smallest of voices. Yeah, I know how you feel. I almost did the same thing.
Oh, do tell.
Yeah, my family, I've got 16 brothers and 7 sisters, and we all, would get 1 carrot a day from this field, long ways away. And so this one time I took 2 carrots, and I took it from one of my brothers, and he didn't get a carrot that day. And I felt so bad, and I had to leave too.
Do understand. Right on.
Yeah, so it's not bad to be selfish, but sometimes you just need to be selfish in order to be happy. It doesn't mean you need to be selfish all the time, but now I'm stuck out here, and I'm hungry, and I haven't found any food, and I kind of wish I wasn't, but I don't know. I'm scared to go back. I don't want to be that rabbit that I was before. I'm not a bad bunny. I'm not.
Well,
I'm not a bad bunny.
just by you telling me this thing, it means that you're ready to make the right decision. So, for listening to me and my troubles, here's what I offer you. 1, I can help you feed your belly. we got some food here I can give you. 2, do you love your family?
More than anything in the world.
Do they make you happy when you're around them?
Sometimes.
Then you gotta go. I suggest make your way back and tell your family you love them. That's the difference between me and you. I have no love for my brother. I have no love for what he turned us into. My peace was somewhere different from where I was raised in a community I helped build up that I'm trying to keep safe. You have someone to go back to that you love. I have nothing to go back to at home.
Oh.
And then I break the conversation. I break the spell, and I give him some food that we have.
As you break the spell, you hear him start to say something. Well, you can.
Okay.
And it cuts off. But as you offer out your hand and you have some, I'm guessing nuts or berries or something like that, the rabbit will actually, hop up to you and munch out of your hand. And when your hand is empty, he will then just kind of sit there and kind of go up on his hind legs and look at you for a little bit. And then he will take off into the night.
And then I proceed with the rest of my watch. Feeling like I got a little bit of a burden off me.
Well, with that pleasant feeling that you get from kind of lifting that little bit of burden off your chest, the rest of your watch goes by rather peaceful, and you seem to be starting to feel a little bit better about being out here. But then you hear something. You become aware of voices that are just beyond your hearing. They're not whispers exactly, but it's more like you're hearing voices like through a stone. You can kind of hear like the bassy noises of somebody talking, but you can't understand what they're saying. But it's very, very, very quiet. You can't make out the words. You can't tell how many voices there are. But you can hear there's something.
Do I sense any malice with it or anything?
No, you don't get a sense of any sort of a threat. But you can't figure out which direction it's coming from. Just, that somebody is speaking. And you have no idea why, what, where, who. Only the when that somebody's speaking right now.
All right, so I hear this, and I assume it's close to the end of my watch, right?
Yes.
So I go to Noeon, and I gently wake him up, and
Yeah.
Hey, bro, it's time for your watch. I just want to say I might be going crazy, but I think I hear some voices. Keep alert.
I'm going to try to listen out for those voices. Can I hear them too?
You cannot hear them now. However,
Okay.
You think you may have heard something resembling fuzzy voices a little while ago while you were in low power mode.
I'm going to make a quick walk around the edge of the camp,
Okay.
keeping an ear out and eyes out for anything that could be perceived as something that could talk.
Okay.
How far are we off the road, by the way? I don't think we ever established that.
You're probably 50 feet off the road, and there's nobody coming down the road in either direction. There's no lanterns. There's no light of any source.
Okay.
Do you have dark vision?
I do not.
You do not.
I do not have dark vision.
Okay. You walk around the campsite, and but as you are walking around the camp, you're looking kind of outward towards the road. You're looking in at the camp, seeing how everybody is sleeping or lying. Or when you say you're looking around for anything, like, what does that mean exactly?
Do I see any like humanoid shapes on the clearing and the hills around us? Is there any camps that we just didn't see at first? Are we missing anything? Tubby said he heard voices, and I heard muffled voices. So I'm suddenly unsure if there's anyone around.
Okay. So you're wandering around, keeping your head on a swivel, 360 degrees maybe. But you don't find anything, even remotely close by. You walk your, 60 feet away from the campfire, maybe? Take a walk all the way around the camp, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're looking out, you don't see, you spot a small, furry creature kind of darting through the grass every now and again.
Mm-hmm.
But there's nobody coming down the road. There's nobody walking down the other way of the road. There's nobody over the hills. And you walk up to one of the slow hills on one side and you're peeking over and there's nothing there. But you finally, towards about the time that your watch is about to end, the sun is getting ready to come up over the horizon. And you're getting ready to wake everybody up to announce the end of the night. And you notice there is a arrow. Looks like it was fired from a ways away. And it's sticking into the ground not 1.5 feet from Tube's head.
Oh.
Oh shit.
Shit.
And there's a little piece of paper folded up attached to it.
Oh, damn.
I'm gonna investigate it and then open up the paper. Can I read it?
You can read it.
Okay.
Well, actually, what languages can you comprehend?
Common, Elvish, and I can read Gnomish. Cannot speak it.
You cannot read it.
Are we all awake?
I will at this point start waking people up.
Okay. And as you wake people up, that is going to be the end of the session. Now, I have a question for you all. Do you want to get a sneak peek as to what the city looks like, or do you want to be surprised next week?
Oh,
Surprise.
Surprise.
I want to be surprised.
Surprise. Okay. Cool. Well, then I will hold off until next week, and I really want to power through to get us to Aliona next week, because
Yes.
that's the picture I've been working on. That's the map that I've spent a ton of time working on. I really want to get to this spot, but
Guys,
Let's do it.
we
I-
have
well,
some work to do.
yeah,
We have
thank
to
you.
come up with a party name.
We
Have
will
a good
see you
night.
all next week. Big shout out to all my players. Smug F5, who is streaming as well, his perspective. Milo Rowan, who is playing Talion, who's streaming from her perspective. Really, really big shout out to High Fantasy TV for raiding in with her community. She has a wonderful D&D stream as well. But she does all sorts of other things, such as Rainbow Six Siege and some other stuff. And Dild the Dane for waking up at 4 a.m. and tuning in just for a couple hours of D&D. I really appreciate you coming in and chatting with us. I had a blast. I hope you did too. And we will see you all next week. So have fun listening to the outro, because it's only going to be around until the next story arc. So, have a good night. Have a great weekend. Have a good night.
sorcerer's word, we take the road, bearing questions, not the code. We search the groves, the stone, the stream, for signs half seen, for broken dreams. The land remembers what we do not. Scars still burn where the cision wrought. Old seams breathe where worlds once tore, and leave behind what was not before.
Each true we find us something new. Each trial bends what we thought true. Not knowing yet what must be cured, only knowing it must be endured.
So side by side, through doubt and light, we buy them time to set things right until the truth steps into sight. We will return to the betrayal of light.
We will return
To the betrayal of light. We will return.
to the betrayal.